Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TWitWoW Request Live number 12. This is the 12th edition. We've done 12 of these now, including this one. It's crazy to me. Today, depending on what time zone you're in, we are going to be doing live reactions to a legendary WWE show, arguably the best WWE show of the last decade or so, Money in the Bank 2011. John, how hype are you for this?
It's going to be a very interesting live reactions partner, courtesy of Mark Schoeneman. I want to take this opportunity to thank Mark so very much for his Patreon donation. I always make sure to
thank people that donate for these things in the description, just in case I forget to say their name audibly.
Absolutely. And in this case, Mark, you got both. So we very much appreciate your donation to our Patreon. Fans like you allow us to keep, doing what we're doing and having, such rich variants on the channel because you got that sweet, sweet content control. Yeah, Money in the Bank 2011, if for no other reason, legendary because of the WWE Championship match on this card, John Cena versus CM Punk. It'll be very interesting to go back and watch this match. I think I've gone the whole 6 years having not really watched this. So
same here, dude. Yeah. I haven't rewatched this match since really the week it happened. I might have gone back and rewatched it like within a couple days of it actually happening, but really since then I have not touched this entire show. I had to go back and kind of scroll through the show itself earlier today just to kind of see what like entrance orders were and stuff for the description, but I haven't actually seen anything else on the show other than entrances, and I can tell you, based on entrances, this show is a hell of a lot more stacked than just having that main event match, because we've got 6 matches on this show, and really 3 of them are pretty excellent, plus the Cena Punk match, so 4 total out of 6. Our first match that we're going to be getting to here eventually is a Money in the Bank match, and it's the original Sin Cara, Wade Barrett, Justin Gabriel, who's PJ Black now, Sheamus, Cody Rhodes, Heath Slater, Daniel Bryan, and Kane in a Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah, that is a stacked fucking field right there, bruh.
Yeah, then we have a Divas match, which this was pre-Women's Revolution, so it's pretty much a throwaway match, and then Mark Henry versus Big Show, and this was just before the Hall of Pain run, so this was right before it would have been interesting. But then we've got another Money in the Bank match, a ladder match, Alberto Del Rio, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot to say when we get to that. Kofi Kingston, Jack Swagger, Evan Bourne, now known as Matt Sydal, R-Truth, Alex Riley, The Miz, and Rey Mysterio all in that match as well. So that's another stacked ladder match.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Our 5th match on this card is Christian versus Randy Orton, and their whole series of matches that summer was just excellent.
Oh, yeah, I think those matches were some of the best that Christian's ever had in his WWE career, and I could easily say the same for Randy Orton as well. Yeah, that rivalry was dope.
And our main event is CM Punk versus John Cena for the WWE Championship, as you all hopefully already knew. So, we do have this video pulled up. It is 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 48 seconds. And we obviously, we are currently at the 0000 mark. We haven't rewound all the way to the beginning. And we're going to be hitting the play button on go when I count down from 3 to 1 and then say go. 3, 2, 1, go. And here we are. There's CM Punk's face. And he just said, when the clock strikes midnight, my contract at WWE expires. And he's leaving.
This story was so well done. I mean, at least in the beginning. I feel like it had a few hiccups here and there. But, when you left it to CM Punk to vent his legitimate anger and frustration, and you've got the element of the clock, like, oh, my contract's running out, and he made it so public, when I feel like more often than not, things like that are private affairs, and I'm taking the title with me, and just, yeah, it just had such a great aura about it. Like, you knew something cataclysmic was going to happen, and yeah, that's the famous promo. That's going to go down as one of the most famous promos in wrestling history, I think, if it hasn't already. Because I think so many people go to that pipe bomb promo. It's just one of the bigger moments that WWE had around that time. There's John Cena. And Punk saying, I'm the best.
This match build is, honestly, to me, the best built match I've ever seen in WWE.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, two guys. Look, say what you will about Cena, but I think he does show up for the big match, especially when he's got an opponent like Punk to work with. And, you know, he's just emblematic of everything that CM Punk hates. And Punk has just had it because, you know, he was in the New Nexus. They weren't really doing anything. Then before that, it was Straight Edge Society. You know, chicken salad turned to chicken shit. And just like Punk was at the end of his rope. And so he goes for broke. And we get this brilliance here. Like, it's so good to me. So
well, and the
good.
cool thing, too, John, I don't know if you knew this, but this whole storyline really was a redux of CM Punk in Ring of Honor when he was leaving Ring of Honor for WWE. They did pretty much the exact same storyline, note for note, with Punk in ROH.
Yeah. I mean, I was not aware of that. I think I might have heard something about that, but it completely slipped my mind. So it's nice to be reminded. And I know Punk in future interviews, you know, before he got completely burned out, that is, would say that, yeah, he had every intention of leaving, but just the day of, he decided to re-sign. I guess you got to wonder, like, if he really was going to leave, they probably would have been so anticlimactic. But, you know, just that added drama of, like, is he gonna like stay? Is he gonna go? Like that, I think really made this match outside of just purely the in-ring stuff. And we got the pyro here. Man, this really is an old school pay-per-view when you've got pyro to start, given what the shift that they're undergoing now with pyro. Yeah. So hope we're not dating ourselves too much, folks, as we got the crowd here.
It's funny too, because you were around to give your thoughts on this show on YouTube when you were pacifist. I wasn't. This was a few months before I made my YouTube debut as Ian Izzle.
Right. And yeah, oh man, Chicago. That's right. How could I forget the biggest part of this story? The idea that this match takes place in Punk's hometown.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
That is, I will say, partner, whether it's 6 years or 60, that is still something I distinctly remember, the crowd reaction for Punk. Like, you guys know I usually keep my audio very low. If I'm going to turn up my audio at any point, it's just going to be to hear that crowd reaction for Punk because it is fucking intoxicating. You hear that shit, and you're like, God damn, this is pro wrestling at its best to me.
Definitely.
So good. And we got Booker T, Shucky Cowie Moo Moo, and all that shit. I think Michael, was he still a heel here? Not sure.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure that this was right after Alex Riley broke up with The Miz.
Oh, right. And then Cole was just like, oh, you know, Riley doesn't know what he's doing. It's career suicide, which, I mean, who would have thought Michael Cole would be right on the nose? What do we got here?
Well, I think Cole didn't stop being a heel until after his WrestleMania 28 match with Jerry Lawler.
Yeah, and then, like, even after that, I think what really made the shift was Lawler having his heart attack.
Yeah.
Cole had to break character. It's just hard to go back to being a heel after something like that. So, yeah.
And now out comes the original Sin Cara, now known as, I believe, Caristico?
Wow. Dude, that guy seems to have had like 5 name changes since leaving WWE, because that's another new name to me. I feel like he's going through so many names, probably because maybe he's working in so many different places.
Yeah, like I know when he first left, he was known as Mysticis or something like that. Mysticis, like that. Right. And I know there was a point that he was just known as Mystico again, and Mysticarico might be what it is, or something like that. He's changed it so much, dude.
Hello, audience. How many botches do you think I'll make tonight in an attempt to get that briefcase? Oh, man. And here was a guy.
I was right. His current name is Caristico. He's been. Do you want me to read all of the names he's been known as since he's left?
Sure.
Okay. Mystic 2.0, Mystico, Mysticis, and now Caristico.
Wow. And Wade Barrett. This was before Bad News Barrett, but I still adored this Wade Barrett. I love the whole revolutionary aura about him with the Barrett barrage and the look. In fact, I think at the time when this pay-per-view first aired, I think Wade Barrett was my pick. It was either him or Cody that I picked this year to win Money in the Bank. Here's, of course, your guy, a guy you've been a big supporter of, and thankfully he's in a place that actually appreciates his talent. Justin Gabriel, now known as the Darewolf PJ Black. Was this pay-per-view pre or post-core? I think it's post-core.
Yeah, because I think the Core versus Apple match happened at WrestleMania this year.
Yeah. So there's Sheamus. Oh man, this is before he got his whole rooster look.
When he just spiked his hair up real nice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
So let's see, we got Cara, Justin Gabriel, Barrett, there's Sheamus, there's Cody Rhodes, who I felt like was running the world around. 2011 was such an interesting year because in that year, we of course got the Punk stuff, which we'll talk about more in depth when we get to it. We got, I think that's Undashing Cody Rhodes. Yeah, it is still Undashing Cody Rhodes. Holy shit. We got Undashing Cody Rhodes. This was John Morrison's last year in the company. Yeah,
Hall of Pain Mark Henry later on in the year.
Hall of Pain, right? Yeah, 2011, I think will go down. Like, there was some bad. I mean, if you're me, because again, John Morrison's last year in the company. But yeah. I think on the whole, 2011 wasn't that bad of a year, at least from what I remember.
Yeah, like 2011, and I would say like maybe like 2014 were like the two best years in recent WWE history. Although 2014 was the year that Punk left, so maybe not. Yeah,
I mean, 2014, that they did have that.
Yeah, like I really do. I gotta say, I think 2011 is just straight up the best year in the WWE post PG era.
Yeah, and there's Bryan,
my boy, Deep Brie, and this is still when Booker T had Deep Brie in his Fave 5.
Man, getting to see Bryan compete—that's gonna be so surreal. Like, oh my god. And yeah, there's Kane. Who I think the Money in the Bank prior is when he won, right? Because he cashed in on Rey.
Yeah, it was when he cashed in on Rey. Yeah, that was still kind of going through this weird thing with Taker.
Hey, and the crazy thing to me is like, yeah, it was a weird thing with Taker. Still one hell of a title run though. If you look at the promos, like Kane was slaying it on the mic last year, and then this year I can't really remember like all that he was doing, but we know that he's in Money in the Bank, so. And yeah, that's what it's all about, that Smackdown Money in the Bank contract. And I'll tell you, it's really cool to see the likes of Heath and Justin Gabriel in a match like this.
Yeah, especially Gabriel, because I remember, like, there were so few and far between instances of him getting any kind of real opportunity, and this was one of them. Because I remember there was another one where he made like a big return to challenge for the Intercontinental title, and I got all excited because we were actually live reacting to that show, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and I do remember also there was one time he challenged Cesaro for the U.S. Championship.
Yeah.
But yeah, now Barrett and Sheamus. It's funny seeing them work together, knowing that in the future they'd be part of the League of Nations.
The League of Nations.
Oh, there's double hold on there over the rope. Oh man, Barrett deserves so much better. Like seeing him in this match, like I both smile and yet I kind of frown, thinking like, wow, you beat the passion right out of him. Not as big a beating as Kane's delivering right now, but I digress. As Bryan, nice that deep Brie. Baseball slide.
It's funny too because this was when he was still a generic babyface without a catchphrase.
That is very true.
He didn't turn heel until like December of this year, and he didn't get over with Yes until the following WrestleMania.
Exactly. And now Heath and Gabriel working together. Oh no, the core is no more. It's Slater's time. And this is probably before he had kids, so he's probably thinking, man, if I get that briefcase, I can buy me a triple wide all by myself. Oh, Jesus, look at Justin Gabriel. Nice.
He's awesome, dude, I'm telling you.
Look at him. Oh, my God, that's brilliant. And now there's the drop kick by Bryan. Good Lord. And
look at Cody.
Oh, yeah, I really think I did pick Cody this year. Again, it was either him or Barrett, but you know how enamored I was with Undashing Cody Rhodes, so it must have been him. It must have been, and I'm thinking
2011 was such a good year for WWE.
Yeah, like really, even just seeing this pay-per-view and seeing these performers and knowing that we had Undashing, and then oh Heath. Well, Heath just became Undashing. Got kicked right in the face. And now nice sledge there by Sheamus.
Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan was the WrestleMania match coming up after this.
Yeah, Jesus.
What was it, 18 seconds?
Yep, 18, and that's how this whole thing really got started. Now Sheamus setting up the ladder in the corner there. God, undashing Cody Rhodes is so good. And now Kane. Oh, he's going to really choke. No, it's going to be countered. No, okay, he's going to throw him over the rope. Well, one of them.
I was going to say Cody messed up getting thrown over the rope. Jesus.
And now Barrett going to stop that mud hole here. The Barrett barrage.
Stop in the mud hole and walking it dry.
Oh, God, Barrett's face.
Got wrecked.
Now Kane. And again, the story here is he did
win Jesus.
Oh, wow, yeah. No fucks given there by Kane.
Oh, man. Remember when Kane got pushed as a main eventer forever?
Yeah.
Their reverse Irish whip. Side
what a sidewalk.
One of Kane's moves of doom.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a lot of height on that, though, because Heath isn't the biggest boy. And now Sin Cara, oh, God, now he's going to try and do stuff. This match is going pretty well. It would be a shame if something happened to it. And now Justin Gabriel.
It'd be a shame if someone botched.
Bryan there with the shot of the gut. Uppercut. My God, Bryan's so good.
Yeah.
And Gabriel versus Bryan ducks. Oh my God. And kicks Kane off. Now it's Gabriel thinking here.
Over the top.
Dive right onto Kane.
Honestly, that looked like Kane powerbombed him.
Yeah. Now Heath's going to try something.
Nice.
Cross body. Nice there by Heath.
That must be where Morrison got it.
Oh, Jesus. Sin Cara. Okay, that was actually good.
He did a move without watching.
I think he took enough time. He's like, okay, Sin Cara, slow and steady, gets the spot, and there it is.
Oh, never mind. Watch. He's screwed up.
And here we see again Bryan with the tailbase to a seat, a damn right to Barrett into the ladder. Then we're going to see Justin Gabriel, his dive. Are Heath and Sin Cara going to get some love?
I gotta say, Heath Slater had the most impressive dive to me, followed by Gabriel.
And then there you see Sin Cara with the cross body here.
Which would have been impressive if he didn't come up limping.
Drop kick. And now Gabriel, kick there to Sin Cara. Sin Cara off the rope, springboard.
Wow.
Great height on that. Nice runner there. Bryan going up to the top rope. Oh, Sin Cara, Jesus. Now you might want to quit while you're ahead, bud. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Spanish fly?
Fly to the top rope. Oh, God.
Yep.
Oh, God, the cringe. And
nice.
he got it.
Look at Bryan selling it.
Yeah, Bryan just out. He's like, I'm done. That's it. Sin Cara now trying to fire up.
With that machine.
Sin Cara's all fired up. He's like, I haven't botched. I've got this.
Didn't he get suspended right after this show?
Did he? That's hilarious. No, Sin Cara's going for the big boy ladder. Holy shit.
Oh, man, the 10-footer.
He's probably thinking to himself, I'm ready for this. I've earned it. And Barrett's thinking, what the fuck are you doing that loud?
Oh, what a boot.
Yeah,
wait, is this the match where Sin Cara gets, like, power bombed onto a ladder and ends up getting legit injured from it?
I thought that might have been the following year, but you might be right.
I don't know. I don't know if
maybe it happened both times. Yeah. And Barrett's just thinking, this is how
Barrett, you gotta fix the feet. Straighten it out, homie.
I think he will. I think he's getting there. Yeah.
Kinda, sorta. Not really though. He can do so much better of a job. Oh, okay.
Oh, no, Sin Cara slid out. Oh, post! Oh, post!
He goes with a bull hammer elbow.
I love that Sin Cara just points at him. He's like, yeah, that's what you get.
Bitch.
Nobody disrespects me. Pro kick. Yeah, sit the fuck down.
Sheamus might have literally just said that.
Yeah, I hate when losers puff their fucking chest out. Looking at you, Phoenix. I know. Sin Cara.
Hey, man.
Grind that boot.
He can't help it. Birds naturally puff their chests out. That's just the thing they do.
I guess so. And actually, oh, this might be it. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna kill this boy. I'm gonna kill him right here. Take him out.
I love that line.
I'm gonna kill his. Oh God, he really is. Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
I knew it. I knew it. This is the one.
Oh my God.
And Sin Cara didn't do anything else for the entire rest of the match.
I'll tell you, Sheamus just helped Sin Cara become proficient in the accordion because he just got folded up like a motherfucker. God damn. I know. Look at that. Look at the twitch. His life is over. Oh, he probably just lost all bodily function. That's horrifying. But
That's
anyway,
probably why he got suspended.
Holy shit. That hand's is going out of control.
That's probably why he got suspended afterwards, because he was taking opiates for pain problems.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done. He's done. It's just like, can you feel anything in your toes? No? Is that normal? Sure. Oh, man, Barrett, that ladder right in the middle. Oh, Heath, the same way. Look at Undashing, though. He's like, I'm already hideous. What can you do to me? Don't look at me! And
Go ahead. Oh, yes, I knew it. Yes, this is exactly what I thought it was.
Well, this is more legitimate than at least. This is at least more legitimate than the time he broke his finger, anyway. And now
I don't even think he broke it either. I think he just dislocated it and it was a bitch about it.
Oh God, man down. I'm 1 digit short. Go on without me. And Kane.
Harley Race would have popped that bitch in on his own.
Absolutely. Oh, and Kane. Oh my God. Do you see though how Cody just kind of slinked off with his own ladder? He's like, you know what, Kane, you do you. I'm just gonna casually take this ladder here.
Oh God, this is during the era of the anonymous Raw GM.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that's why 2011 wasn't the best year.
Man, everybody's just kind of looking at each other. So you brought a ladder to this party. Awkward. Well, I wasn't going to be the guy to bring the potato salad, all right? No, I know. It's cool. It's cool. It's just we all three brought ladders. This clearly isn't going to work. And now Kane, I'm the only one. Okay. All right. You got it. Oh, my God. Everybody wave bye to Sin Cara. Bye, you worthless fuck.
Out goes Sin Cara, and out came Caristico.
That might have been the most babyface thing Sheamus has ever done in his entire career.
Was injuring Sin Cara? That's messed up.
But then again, it's me. Is anybody really surprised? No.
No.
And now and now Heath and Wade, core reunion. Yeah.
Remember, guys, it was spelled with 2 R's because it was short for correlation, or because Heath Slater's dumb and doesn't know how to spell. Pick your correlation.
And I look at Cody the genius, like, you guys are doing all this. Sayonara,
He thought he was being all slick, and then he just got caught and triple teamed, and now the same fate is going to meet Daniel Bryan.
Man, why didn't you join your Nexus brethren, man? I know you were only part of the faction for, like, a day. Wow.
And then he got suspended for literally no good reason.
Yo, Justin Roberts getting choked out with his own tie was fucking hilarious. When you
if anything, Vince McMahon, of all people, should have rewarded Bryan for that.
I know, right? Because if you just saw his face with, like, the one eye closed all tight, and it's like, like the struggling to breathe. I'm like, oh, like, Bryan.
Just imagine, though, like, the backstage meeting between Triple H and Vince. Triple H, like, listen, Vince, we got to suspend Daniel Bryan. He just choked Justin Roberts out with a tie. And Vince is just like, wait, did he seriously? I didn't even pay him extra for that, damn it.
See, and I feel like you give Vince a lot of credit, because I just feel like he would have been like, who? And, oh, Justin Roberts, you know, they're going to, oh. All right, whatever. And now Barrett getting the crap beat out of him. I guess that correlation really didn't last long.
I don't even remember if the correlation was before or after this. It might have been after this, because you got to remember, too, this was, like, right around the end of the new Nexus on Raw. And after the new Nexus on Raw happened, the core formed on SmackDown.
Yeah, but I still think this was after the. Oh wait, Cody. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, Heath actually got. Oh no, Crossroads.
No, he's not going to hit it. Oh yeah, he is. Wow, Heath, what a jobber.
Yeah, I really don't give a shit about your kids apparently. And now Cody.
I wonder how many kids he had back then.
And now Cody. And Barrett again says screw the core.
Barrett.
Yeah, I was even gonna say it's so. Oh, Cody.
No.
And
Jesus Christ! Why is everyone just letting themselves get hit by the slowest developing finisher in the freaking match?
I'm telling you, man. Seeing Cody in this, like, I was really thinking it was gonna be his year, and now Sheamus
is like, that was weird because he didn't just grab Cody by the foot; he kind of snuck up on him first. Like, wow, what are you gonna do to his butt, Sheamus? Remember the Irish Curse backbreaker?
Yeah.
God. Hi, Mimby.
Oh, man. This show already starting off hot. And, Bryan. How apropos is this that Bryan is the one stopping Sheamus when it relates to the world title? Given the history these two would share later on. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Right, because there was a point when Wade Barrett got kicked out of the core because Ezekiel Jackson just kind of took it over.
Yeah, I mean, I always found it funny that Barrett would go from correlation to coronation and become a worthless king of the ring. Like, they just really never knew.
Yeah, King Barrett.
They really just did not know what to do with him. And it's funny because even when they struck gold.
Stupid, because he was 6'6" and a legit prize fighter.
Yeah. Oh, and Sheamus there nice again with the sledge.
Everyone always talks about, like, oh, WWE, all they care about is that you're tall. And then in comes Wade Barrett, and he's 6'6", legit. And he's got an interesting, unique look. He doesn't have a great look as far as, like, making women moist or anything like that. But he's got a really unique look. And he's got this, like, awesome accent that people can really get behind and impersonate like what we do. And then they just do nothing with him. And not to mention, he's got a decent in-ring skill set and, like, legit badass, like, bare-knuckle fighter. Like, how do you not do anything with that at all? It's like he kind of falls in that same class as Drew McIntyre, where he just had all the upside in the world and he seemed like the perfect WWE prospect, and they just did nothing with him.
Oh, and Kane gonna fight out of this Irish Curse backbreaker. Would have been on the ladder. Oh, and the boot by Kane. Oh, Jesus, Cody. Oh, Jesus, a one-handed choke slam. Damn, he powered through that.
Oh, my God. That's right. Barrett ends up going through that setup ladder.
Oh, does he? Yeah, I forgot.
Bryan ends up knocking him off right before he wins.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember this pretty better than I expected to be able to.
Now Kane gonna make
Team Hell No! Team Hell No!
Yeah, right. Holy shit. Oh, man. Yeah. You know, it's crazy, too, seeing Kane do those one-handed chokeslams. Before he had that bicep injury, it was always said, like, he was the strongest guy in that locker room, even stronger than Brock Lesnar. Like, Kane is that, like, freakish strength.
Yeah, I actually heard it was always between him and Mark Henry, actually, not even Brock in the conversation.
Wow, and see, I didn't even know that part. Like, I could believe it, of course, because World's Strongest Man and all that stuff. But, yeah, like, you know what?
Oh,
you know why
you got caught, Bryan. You got caught.
Oh, Jesus and Kane. Oh, DDT. Bryan's like, ain't nobody taking this away from me. God damn.
I know. Oh
my God, Heath's back in? Heath's like, wait, guys, I still want to try.
Oh, my God.
My kids. No. Bryan's saying no. Oh, Jesus.
Get wrecked, Heath.
The idea that they even gave Heath, like, that hope spot where his fingers just, like, raised the briefcase.
Dude, I love that. I love that Bryan was shooting those elbows in there, like, almost, like, cheekily. Like, it was just like, no, Heath, no, no, I'm not going to let you get, no, go away, Heath, Like, just these cheeky little elbows while he's reaching for the briefcase. It's almost like in, like, a comedic fighting movie, where like someone's coming up from behind and then they just like lift their fist up and knock him in the face and knocks him out.
Yeah, and I'll Barrett again.
Oh, there's Wade Barrett.
Know your place, Heath.
I was gonna say my Barrett accent has gone downhill since I haven't been impersonating him as often as I used to.
Oh, he's moving out of the way.
I mean, or just hearing him talk as often. I miss hearing Barrett talk, man.
Remember, Heath, life is pain.
That's right. That was the Barrett Barrage thing. I was never into the Barrett Barrage, but Bad News Barrett.
Oh, I loved it. I gotta be honest, like, while I love Bad News Barrett, Barrett Barrage, I think, was my favorite iteration. I love the vignettes, and I loved, like, you know, the bullhammer elbow.
See, that's the thing, though. Like, I loved the vignettes, but that was the only thing about him that I loved in that iteration was the vignettes. And, like, the vignettes didn't continue playing while he was on TV. It was just to hype up his return.
Right. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
League of Nations.
It's funny, too, because Del Rio actually is on this card later on.
What the fuck? Oh, my. Oh, Anxious Aardvark? Okay. I'll be honest. I thought that was going to go another way, and I like, my stomach was in my throat.
Who else?
Goddamn, what the fuck?
Who was the fourth member of the League of Nations other than Sheamus, Barrett, and Del Rio?
Rusev.
Yeah. He wasn't around yet. He might not even have been in NXT yet at this point. Oh, jeez.
Oh, nice.
Sheamus is just dominating right now.
What were you even thinking, Gabriel?
That's right. This was probably during NXT Season 3 when it was the women's season.
Right, yeah.
Because we got to remember Alex Riley is actually on this show in the second Money in the Bank match.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's crazy to think about. Alex Riley in a Money in the Bank match. What the fuck? Sheamus just kicking Gabriel like, you stay down.
Oh, what are you doing, Sheamus? What are you... Why? Why are you moving it down? What's the point of this?
Maybe... oh, well, I guess that was the point of it.
I remember in NXT Season 1 when, like, the commentators were super skeptical about Justin Gabriel being South African.
Oh.
Just because he's not a black dude.
Wow. Oh, bro kick.
Like, that racism, though, still...
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad, actually.
Yeah, guys. Oh, okay. Hypothesis is saying this was actually during NXT Redemption.
Oh,
that doesn't make any sense. No, there's no way it was that late into the NXT game, because you got to remember NXT Season 1 only started in, like, April of 2010, and this is only, like, 15 months after that. So you trying to tell me that they went through NXT Seasons 1 through 4 in, like, 15 months? That's highly difficult for me to believe.
And Sheamus gonna try and make the ascent here. Kane, though, just goes around. He's like, man, fuck this. Oh, Sheamus kicked him off, though.
Dude, Sheamus is actually having a hard time staying up on that ladder. Like, his foot was slipping like crazy there.
Yeah, it seemed rather shaky. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, by the throat. And, oh
what? I thought it was Barrett that went through that.
I guess not.
He still might, though, because it's still set up.
That is true. Well, Sheamus is done. Night-night, Sheamus.
Yeah, Sheamus is going to be out for a while, if the whole match.
Yeah, I think the remainder of the match, yeah, he's done. Oh, Cody! Oh, and Bryan. And Barrett. Everybody getting some. Guys, we got to put him down.
Holy shit. Okay, so NXT Season 1 aired from February 23rd to June 1st in 2010. And they didn't even skip a beat. They don't do, like, proper season breaks. They just jumped right into Season 2, June 8th to August 31st. So that was, like, what, like an 8-week season? Or did they, like, air multiple seasons a few weeks or something? Oh, no, it's from early June to late August. I'm miscounting. So, yeah, 13 weeks. And then Season 3 was September 7th to November 30th. Season 4 was December 7th to March 1st. And then, yeah, NXT Redemption was... Actually, NXT Redemption had ended by the time this pay-per-view aired. Technically. Oh, no. I'm looking at... It said June 13th. It was 2012. That's right, because NXT Redemption got, like, completely forgotten about, to the point that they didn't even start, like, they stopped keeping track of redemption points and everything at a certain point. They just stopped caring entirely.
Oh, Barrett to the wasteland to Gabriel on to Heath Slater. And there's the winds of change. Oh, ducks Cody. Nice kick to the gut there.
Oh, look at this.
It's going to be the pump handle. Damn.
That used to be a move that Al Snow used as a finisher, wasn't it?
Oh, well, I know Test used to have the pump handle slam. Al Snow, I'm not so sure. And yeah, now Barrett making the ascent here. And Cody again, though. There you see Bryan on the outskirts, like, my briefcase.
Oh, dude, look at this, though. Cody got kind of hung up on the rope. Oh, but Bryan.
Yeah, Bryan now trying to make the ascent. And Cody, oh, look at him just scaling up. Like, nope. Oh, nice elbow there by Bryan. Yeah, Bryan's definitely got the advantage, like being higher up and the positioning and everything. Body shots.
Oh, there comes Barrett.
Oh, man, all three of these guys.
This is the exact spot that I remember right here.
Oh, man, the guillotine by Bryan.
So
Holy
close.
Shit.
Bryan using the guillotine to knock Cody out. Forearm knocks him down. Back elbow to Barrett. It's going to knock him down onto the ladder. He's going to kick him.
Yep. Right here. I think it was a kick, like, right to the side of the head,
I freaked out so much when this match ended. Because, like, I was such a big Bryan fan. For him to make this comeback and win. And he did it with the MMA elbows, too. That's right. God. Oh, what a great moment.
And, dude, the crazy thing was, like, at the time, it's not that I hated Bryan. It's just I was a much bigger fan of both Cody and Barrett. So, like, when I saw all three on the ladder, I'm like, oh, please, one of these guys. And I wasn't really giving Bryan much mind. And then when he won, I'm like, okay. Like, I didn't hate it by any means, but I thought, like, wow, what a weird choice to make.
See, and if you and I would have been friends back then, you would have loved it. Because I would have, like, gotten you all hyped up on his Daniel Bryanson day, or Bryan Danielson days in, like, ROH and shit like that. And I would have had you hype on him.
Yeah, probably. But, like, at the time, I'm like, man, how could you pass on Barrett and Cody? Like, yeah, again, Cody was 1A, Barrett was 1B. But if Cody couldn't have it, I'm like, well, you got to give it to Barrett, right? Like, he just screams everything. When they gave it to Bryan, I was shocked. I remember just being so surprised. And, again, not hating it, but just really perplexed would be the word I would keep coming back to. Because I'm like, I just really did not expect him to win that year. But given how everything turned out, and, you know, hindsight's always 20/20, right? Really was a great choice, all things considered.
Yeah. Man, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun, too. That match was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It was the ladders more in that match than I feel like I'm used to them using these days.
And, yeah, there you see Bryan, that Briefcase fan, showing their appreciation.
Did you notice that, too, though? That they were using the ladders as weapons a lot more in this than they normally do nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely more amped up. I also imagine Cole's freaking out that Bryan won this because, again, I have my audio on mute, but we know that his, like, Bryan hate boner was still a thing at the time.
Yeah, of course.
This is the darkest day in WWE history. Daniel Bryan's Money in the Bank.
That's funny. Oh, yeah, that Justin Gabriel 450 off the ladder. God, I loved him.
That was a very intelligent way to take Kane out. Like, he looked like such a threat in this match, too. And just like, no, we all got to band together. And then, yeah, Barrett, just like you fell from that ladder, so too did your stock fall in this company. They really did not know how good they had it when they had you, my brother.
Yeah.
And there's Bryan. And you can't even really be too happy for Bryan because, again, hindsight's 20/20, and that career was just another one where it's like, God damn it.
Yeah, 2014 though, man. WrestleMania 30. You'll never be able to take that away from him.
Certainly not. Certainly not. And then this was really the beginning of that long.
And it's funny too because that was actually the 2-year anniversary of 18 Seconds.
What's crazy is, like, after this moment, I feel like a lot of Bryan's best moments happened. Because, sure, before that, he had the feud with The Miz, and he became U.S. champion. But, you know, you have 18 seconds. My personal favorite, Brian, isn't even like the whole yes movement and stuff. Like, that shit was great. But, like, for me, it was when he had that inferiority complex. I remember when they had the tag match on Raw, but then later in the night, he challenged Ryback, and they went out and they killed it because Ryback was bully back. And there's Vince. So
that's right. I remember that was the first time we got to see Bryan use the reverse Indian Deathlock forearms in WWE.
Yeah, and I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, what? So, yeah, like, inferiority complex, right? And then that one segment on SmackDown where he takes out the Shield by himself. Like, I was feeling it. I was really feeling it. I'm like, God damn.
PW Gregory just said, didn't Barrett get injured a lot? I think he was injured like twice. But the timing of both injuries was just awful. Because I know for a fact that the one injury that he got was like weeks before a Money in the Bank match that they were planning on putting the briefcase on him in.
Yeah. And now Michael Cole's still running things down here, talking it over with Booker T and Jerry Lawler.
Good God, Jerry Lawler in that Ed Hardy t-shirt.
Oh, man. So I wonder what match we got next here. And let's see.
You want to know?
Are we gonna do the Raw Money in the Bank? No way, right?
No, women.
Okay, women. Yeah, because I just saw the red briefcase up on that thing there, and I'm like, no. Okay, so. Oh Jesus, Bella twins.
I know. Thank Christ they're both gone now. I will not miss them ever.
And it's Brie. How poetic that after her man, you know, won the briefcase. Although I don't even know if they were dating at this time.
They weren't. This was before they were dating. This was when Bryan was with Gail Kim.
Ah, yeah, that's right. So wait, that was actually a thing? Because I remember that being a storyline, but I thought Gail was already married around that time. So her and Bryan actually dated?
I'm sorry. No, I guess, yeah. I guess I was thinking kayfabe.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I remember the Bella.
No, he did end up with AJ Lee on SmackDown then.
Yeah.
For a brief period of time.
That's
the 95-pound girlfriend era.
Yeah, that's right. And then she just went down her, like, mental descent.
Bryan is who broke her.
Kelly.
God, he was such a wonderfully abusive dickhead boyfriend.
He was. How much do you really love me, AJ? I want to put you in front of this mag truck for you to prove that you really love me.
Oh my God. This was, honestly, to me, the worst Divas Championship reign in the title's history.
Wow. I mean, it's so weird seeing all these pieces in play because, I mean, yeah, the Bella's stock was definitely, like, pretty high at this point. But, I mean, you know, we would even see them still go through some stuff. Kelly would later be gone from the company. And Eve, Torres, I feel like she would do much better stuff. I don't even know why she's here. I have no context.
She ended up getting married to one of the Gracies.
Yeah, I'm happy for her. Hey, dude, I really got nothing bad to say about Eve Torres because the best thing they did with her was turn her heel. I thought her heel work was great. Plus, she abused Zack Ryder, so, you know.
There you go. That was, like, the catalyst for her heel turn, too. Because then she ended up being, dude, that's right. She was an amazing Raw GM.
Yeah. Oh, Kelly, that shit with a slap. Be careful with that twin magic, Kelly. Probably how this match is going to end.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, it is the Bellas, so. What the fuck even? Okay. Nice recovery of that. That was looking pretty weird, though.
Oh, my God. That's right. I forgot, too. Kelly straight up could not hit the ropes for shit.
No, Kelly.
Oh, my God.
Hey, thankfully, this was the pre-Revolution, quote-unquote, era, so this will probably only be, like, 2 more minutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now she's going to just choke her with the leg strength. You got till 5. I'm sure you already know it. Land on your feet. No. Oh!
That was cool.
I don't care about you, Kelly. Goddamn.
Oh, and then Nikki with the pot shot, and Eve slowly, because she's on heels, coming to the rescue.
Some people in chat recounting some of Bryan's other abuse. I remember when he told AJ to shut up. I gotta find that clip again. And of course, who could ever forget? Get your damn hand off my shoulder. Dude, his heel run, thinking back on it now, since Bryan's just so likable and lovable, he really was a great heel. Like,
yeah.
goddamn.
Oh, God, he was so good. And that was, like, honestly, I feel like really from, like, WrestleMania-ish season this year of 2011 up until, like, WrestleMania the following year, 2012, SmackDown was amazing. Like, SmackDown, I would say up until, like, Royal Rumble, because Sheamus won the Royal Rumble, and everything Sheamus did after he won the Royal Rumble was just awful. But up until the Royal Rumble, SmackDown, it was just excellent. It was so good.
Yeah, dude. Because, I mean, between Hall of Pain Mark Henry, and then you had, Bryan doing his thing, and even Sheamus's title run, I won't hate on it too bad. Like, it had a few good moments.
No, I'm saying before Sheamus won the Royal Rumble, before he won the title, before all of that.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I would definitely agree, because then you had, like, again, Mark Henry and Bryan running things. And Big Show at least played his part well.
Plus, that was also, like, you had Barrett and Gabriel and Slater and, like, Cody was also doing some really good stuff around then. There was a lot of good stuff going on SmackDown.
I can't believe this match is still going, to be honest.
Not to mention the Orton-Christian feud that lasted pretty much the whole summer.
Yeah, man, Christian. God damn.
I've always been a really big fan of Christian because of his TNA work.
Yeah, me too, dude. That's the thing. Like, when he was in WWE, I started to like him a little bit when he was Captain Charisma with Tom Go and everything. But then he left, and I'm like, oh. But then when I knew he was on TNA and I could follow him, like, the first thing I saw of him was his feud with Abyss. And I'm like, oh, man, Christian's awesome. And then, yeah, like, just to see him come back in that whole thing. And now Kelly's going to fire up. Oh, wow. What a technically sound maneuver there, Kelly. That's great.
Honestly, if the Bellas would put the exact same clothing on, and we're even talking like back in 2010, before Nikki got her enhancements, they could be wearing the same exact clothing, same exact makeup, same exact hair, everything perfectly identical. I'd still be able to tell them apart.
Ah.
I know Paul in chat said, I can't get over how alike the Bellas look. I can still tell them apart.
Oh, Brie, no. Thinking about backslide, Kelly countered. Oh, it was Bulldog.
And Hypothesis in chat said that he thinks I got 2011 and 2012 mixed up, but no, I'm talking in 2011, we got early on in the year wasn't great, but I know at WrestleMania there was like I think a CM Punk versus Randy Orton was the big match on Raw, but really after that was when things started to pick up on SmackDown, because that was when the big draft happened. And the draft sent Mark Henry to SmackDown, and that was when he kind of started the Hall of Pain character. Because I remember everyone hated that they sent Mark Henry to SmackDown because it was like, oh, we don't want old guys on SmackDown. And there you see Kelly to wins. No twin magic. I guess Eve would have prevented it, but Kelly wins. But yeah, Mark Henry getting transferred over to SmackDown was like this big thing that everyone on the internet absolutely hated, and then it ended up being amazing television.
Remember when that first happened and I saw Mark Henry's YouTube clip where he's crying and he's like, I'm trying to get in shape and I'm a real athlete and I want this. And I'm like, oh, Mark, don't do this to me. Like,
I feel like you were one of the people that even put out a video talking about how dumb it was that they were putting Mark Henry on SmackDown.
Yeah, I mean, I probably did at the time. And then, like, that happened. And it's like, God damn. I mean, I did become intrigued when he was, like, that emotional and he was really committed to having a run. But to think that it would become what it did, like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Mark Henry wasn't screwing around, man. Like, I commend him for that, too. He knew what he wanted. He put in the time. He put in the work. And it's still one of my favorite world title reigns that belt has had, and at least in WWE history. So.
Oh, dude, this was one of my favorite DVDs WWE's ever put out. Oh, no, never mind. That's not what I thought it was. I thought it was the Monday Night War DVD. That was such a good DVD, but Best of WCW Monday Nitro. I'm sure that was pretty good, too. I like when WWE puts out DVDs that aren't just like focused on one superstar. You know what I mean? When they actually like kind of go over an entire story rather than just focusing on one person.
Yeah.
Like the Rise and Fall DVDs were both great, and then the Monday Night War DVD was amazing too.
Definitely.
The only problem I really have with all those DVDs, though, is that they're always so, like, revisionist history about it. Because it's always like, oh, yeah, WCW made some really dumb mistakes. We would never do that. And then, like, it's mistakes the WWE makes to this day.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, man, history's written by the victor. So.
Oh, man, Big Show, Mark Henry, the birth of the Hall of Pain.
And, dude, this rivalry, still so many great nuggets from this rivalry. Now, you wait your turn. I deal with your...
Just the world's largest loser.
You can take your heavy breathing.
Heavy breathing.
Get in the back like everybody else. Now, as I was saying, BAM! That's what I remember about Big Show, too. He was so prone to violence. Like, sorry you can't cut a promo like Mark Henry, bitch.
Y'all haters!
Dude, I watched that recently. Y'all doubters! Y'all haters! I ain't sharing this with any of you. I will be the most dominant world champion of all time. And then, because dude, I went back and I watched some segments from Hall of Pain only a few days ago, which is why it's so appropriate we're doing this today. And then he like has the interview with Jim Ross. It's like, no, you apologize to me, Jim Ross, because you doubted me. You never believed in Mark Henry. I am sorry, Mark. You're the champion. Congratulations. I hate ass kisses. Like.
God, he was so good.
And then when he's choking Jim with his tie, and Jerry Lawler comes in, he's like, oh, come on, Mark, come on. Then he grabs Jerry, and he's like, you gonna help him? You gonna take his place? And then Jerry tries defending himself, and he gets World's Strongest Slam, not only in the ring, but through the announce table. Oh, man.
Well, no, the World's Strongest Slam through the announce table was how he was inducting people into the Hall of Pain, wasn't it?
No, I think you're thinking of, because it was that, but remember, he also crushed legs with a steel chair.
That's right! That's right! Yes! God, what an amazing time to be a Mark Henry.
Oh, I remember this! When he does oh my God!
Like a sack of potatoes.
Oh, asserting that dominance, because I am the silverback.
Oh my God, yes.
I adore this, man. I'm telling you, I am so glad we got this run when we did, because, you know, better to know that we had it than to think about having it. But I'll always say, if only we would have discovered it like a decade earlier or something when we had more time on the clock. Because I think if he had more time on his clock, he would have been WWE champion. I honestly believe that. I just think by the time, like, you know, they did the whole story, like, it just seemed too late. But yeah, he even looked to be in better shape here. He did say he got in better shape when he was back.
I gotta tell you, I still miss this Mark Henry. I hate that. Yes! I hate that when he comes out nowadays, he's a smiling baby face. I just miss angry Hall of Pain Mark Henry. It was so good.
I did not know that, Paul McGregor, that Mark Henry actually hated that sort of. The only reason I said it was because Mark called him that so many times in that promo during that run. So I was not aware of that at all. But
you know what's funny, though, is that Ryback was actually known as the Silverback on Tough Enough when he was on Tough Enough.
Oh, wow, okay. Did not know that either. I'm learning all over the place today.
So we can't call it racism when another guy that was white used it as well. Like,
Mark Henry,
embrace it.
That's what I'm saying. Well, Mark embraced it. That's the only reason why I said it in the first place. Now, if Mark was to tell me, would you just call me? Mark, I am so sorry. I have a family.
So sorry. I did not mean to offend you, sir. I will take back everything I said if you just let me walk away.
See, that's the thing. Like, there are a few big guys. Like, Big Show, I honestly, unless he got really pissed at me, he doesn't really have that intimidating factor to me, and he really hasn't for several years. But yeah, guys like Ishii, and especially guys like Mark Henry, that could be so menacing even when they're like, oh, and I remember what he said to Booker T when Booker T did the interview. And he's like, oh, Mark, congratulations on being world champion, you know, being a 6-time world champion myself, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then when it's Mark's turn to speak, he's like, so are you saying that because you're a 6-time world champion, that you're 6 times better than me? And Booker T just kind of looks like, oh, shit.
Didn't mean to take it there, Mark. I'm sorry. Oh, God, look at Big Show rush in and get kicked in the gut.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot Big Show is. I will say, though, say what you will about Big Show. I mean, I certainly did it this time, and I don't apologize for it. These guys really did put work
shoulder block.
Look at that. Look at that
flying
fucking
shoulder block from Big Show. What?
Like, these guys really did put work into their feud. I remember it being, I think it was Survivor Series, because I know they'd have another match at TLC in December. So, yeah, it was Survivor Series. When Big Show actually broke out his elbow drop for this feud because he hated Mark Henry that much. And it really all started with this match because Big Show would get inducted into the Hall of Pain. Oh, man.
I remember the Mark Henry versus Sheamus match that happened at SummerSlam, and if I remember correctly, Sheamus actually won that match by a countout.
No, Mark won by countout.
What was that?
Mark won by countout. You got the decision right, but it was Mark that actually won because he slammed Sheamus through the security barricade. He took his ass out.
Oh, wait, are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, dude. I'm pretty sure that
I'm looking it up just to make sure.
Either that.
Yeah, you're right. Mark Henry did win by a countout.
Okay, because you know what I was going to say? I was going to say if you were right, then Mark Henry must have beaten him down post-match because I know he put Sheamus through the barricade. I remember that distinctly. Oh, drop kick.
He just did a drop kick on the stairs.
Well, again, this is at the time where Mark said, look, I've lost weight. I've gotten in shape. I want to show off my athleticism. Let's not forget this guy was he an Olympian? I was going to say he was an Olympian.
I mean, he was an Olympic weightlifter, yeah.
Right. Oh, chop block. God, I love this Mark Henry. So fucking good. Oh. Sometimes you don't know how good you have it, guys. You really don't.
I want late 2011 Mark Henry versus current Braun Strowman, please.
Yes, please. Because he's the only guy that could get inducted into the Hall of Pain, and he would hobble on that one leg. Mark, I'm not finished with you! And Mark would just look at him like, oh, yeah, you want a piece of me? I hate ass kisses, and then just go at it.
Don't let your foolish pride get in the way of this business.
That's another one. Oh, my God. Now, oh, my God. Heel Mark Henry has psychology. Holy fucking shit. God,
we probably absolutely hated this match at the time, too, because this was really, like, right before we really started falling in love with the Hall of Pain variation of Mark Henry.
Oh, man.
Single leg crab, what? Look at Mark go.
Yeah, the only other time I was a fan of Mark Henry before this whole run, which, I mean, this is where my Mark Henry fandom was, like, peak, was the Hall of Pain run, was 2006. Yeah, when he had come back and he was laying people out. Because, like, that's what I always thought of Mark Henry, even as a little kid. I'm like, you look like this. I've seen you have those cutesy segments where you're the world's strongest man. Like, why aren't you dominating everybody? And I love that that was actually the narrative to him winning the title. Like, you look like you do. You have the credentials that you do. You should be a 20-time world champion. And yet in 15 years, you've never done another core market. 15 years! Been waiting for this.
Was it 15 or was it 18? I feel like
I could tell you, Ashton, for a fact it's 15 because I told you that I went back and I watched Mark Henry segments and he said that, like, yeah.
Oh wow! Look how far Big Show just kicked him.
Jesus, man.
God, I love this so much. It's almost painful that we're enjoying a Big Show versus Mark Henry match as much as we are.
Well, I think it's just so infused by nostalgia because we remember where this was going. And I'm just so glad, like, the only time Mark Henry got hurt during that entire run, I think he injured his ankle at one point, and yet he still showed up to work because that's when he was feuding with Bryan that little bit.
Yeah.
And, like, oh my God, Big Show's on the top rope. What?
Elbow drop?
Shoulder block? Because Mark Henry's still vertical, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoulder block.
Nice.
That's what I'm saying.
His knee's hurting, though. His knee is hurting. How ridiculous is it, though, that the Big Show gets his knee worked over, and that's the match he decides to do something high-flying?
I know, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't hate on this match when it's two big guys doing drop kicks and shoulder blocks. There's psychology, and it's Hall of Pain Mark Henry, or at least, like, again, really the start of it. Oh, choke slam. Mark's the counter, though, into World's Strongest Slam, isn't he? World's Strongest Slam. Let's see it. Kicking that leg.
Yes!
Yes!
There it is!
You done, son?
Yes! 1, 2. Oh, what? Choke kicked out!
Mark Henry just looking annoyed with that, man.
I honestly, seeing the World's Strongest Slam again, I kind of wish Braun would inherit that move, because that's so much better to me than the running power slam that he's been doing.
Yeah. I mean, I actually like the running power slam, but I could definitely see where you're coming from.
I get that you can enjoy the running power slam just because, like, with Braun, anything can look devastating, but man, that World's Strongest Slam, when he executed it well, it looked so devastating.
Man, Mark is firing himself up. Is he going to get this second one so easily?
Oh my God. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's going to do a splash too. World's Strongest Splash. Yes. Oh, he's going to do another one. What? Yes. Dominance.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's
it. 1, 2, 3.
You know what, though? I like that. I like that little nod that he's like, you know what? No, I'm going to make sure he doesn't kick out again. That's smart. Like, God, Mark Henry, you're so good.
That was so much fun. That was way more fun than it had any reason to be.
Yeah, dude, like, oh, here it comes.
Get that chair, boy.
Open up, baby. Here it comes.
Oh, why?
Oh, man.
God, look at the girth of this man.
I know, right? Jesus.
He's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
I'll fucking say. I remember when Big Show came back from this injury, too. I was so angry because at the time, I felt like Sheamus' stock was really on the rise. So I'm like, oh, why are they doing Big Show Mark Henry again? You know, I don't care. Should be Sheamus Mark Henry. And, you know, again, in hindsight, you know, knowing that Brian
that's right, dude, because, like, wasn't, like, Big Show, when he came back, didn't he, like, immediately get inserted into the world title picture for, like, no reason whatsoever?
Yeah. And
I remember your rant video on that. Yes.
Yeah, I ranted on that so bad. And again, you know, now I would like to think that I've mellowed out over the years, you know, when appropriate. Oh, God. Oh, that's even funnier than when it happened to Big Cass. Oh, man.
I mean, when it happened to Big Cass, he was in, like, an actual leg lock and got stomped on. He didn't even have a chair involved.
Enjoy that decreased mobility, fuckwad. Yeah, Mark! Crippling people one day at a time. Oh, my leg! Oh, my leg! My life! Yes, it's over. Nobody really cares. Oh, man. And then just to look the guy right in the eye while both of your legs still work and to be able to walk out on your own power. Beautiful. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's broken. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I love that little Nate's just looking at Mark like, why would you do this, man? What the heck's your problem?
Dude, I just wanted to get in and get out. Like, why?
That's right, Mark. You keep intimidating.
Char Ferris, welcome to the Hall of Pain, bitch. Oh my God. Yep, drive him out of here.
Oh my God.
This is so fucking funny to me.
I kind of hope Mark comes back in and finishes the job.
And then Braun, a young Braun Strowman's watching this and he's like, so you don't have to stop.
You don't have to be finished with him.
Exactly. Man, look at that. How graceful. Bam! Right on that leg. Oh,
and
man.
He landed straight up, knees first on that chair, too.
I bet you miss what walking feels like, don't you, big fella? Bet it sucks you can't put any pressure on that.
I know. It'd be a shame if somebody came and ruined your life.
Yeah, dude, and you know what, though? It's like, it's so great to be able to laugh at somebody else, because I've been through that shit, mainly for surgical reasons. Like, I've had surgery where my legs have, like, been in casts, and it sucks to not be able to move. But I gotta say, that doesn't make me any less of a dick laughing at other people having the same issues. Like, it's actually nice to be able to experience somebody else going through things that I've gone through. How does it feel to be me? You piece of shit? Yeah, carry him out of here.
How does it feel, Big Show, to be the first victim of completely unwarranted CM Punk chants?
Exactly. Oh man, and the first real inductee into the Hall of Pain.
That's right. Mark makes a good point in chat. That's the second time we've seen a stretcher already tonight.
I gotta tell you, I've heard a lot of Hall of Pain speeches, but Big Show's screams, I think, were the best speech of all time. I mean, just hear that. Oh, oh, God, get this chair off my leg.
But you gotta remember, he's a giant, though, so it sounds more like, oh, oh, oh.
I love that Big Cass has inherited that, by the way. Now that Big Show's kind of mellowed out in his face. Oh, well, why do you think you're going to be Universal Champion? I'm 7 feet tall, that's why. Size does matter.
Oh God, I can't wait for him to grow out of that already.
Dude, you know what though? You say that, and yet I can't help but chuckle every fucking time. Oh, wait a minute here. Vincent laryngitis.
Oh God.
Oh, back and forth negotiating. Talking about those negotiations. CM Punk won CM Punk the movie.
And he got it too, and it was amazing. Josh Matthews!
Ew, what a twerp.
I'm just doing my job.
Dude, him getting assaulted. I remember James like showed me this gif of like Bullyback grabbing Josh Matthews by the mouth and pretty much just choking him down to the ground. It was amazing. Wow. I love that his face is just like, you know, Josh, I thought about killing myself during these negotiations, and then I realized I'm rich, so I have something to live for.
I love this.
He sounds so tired.
He does! Tired and bitter. And old and in the way.
You really are old. Very, very old. Wow. Nobody says no to me. I'm Vincent Kennedy McMahon, damn it.
That's exactly the angle he's going at it with. And if you know Vince McMahon, you know he doesn't give a damn what the fans want.
Yeah, really, you've been saying that for years, and now suddenly you're going to absolve yourself of any human agency in this situation? Fuck you, Vince. Dude, you know what the crazy thing is, though, man? Like, everything leading up to this was perfection because it got everybody talking. This was perfection because we all know how the night ends, and I can't wait to relive that. But the way they handle it after the fact, man, I just keep thinking so many missed opportunities.
Oh, here we go with the Raw Money in the Bank ladder match. And Alberto Del Rio is like less than a year into his run, and he still has his amazing, elaborate entrance.
Yeah.
When they actually knew how to portray him and make him seem legit.
Exactly. They gave him the fucking world.
Can I just point out, though, like, 98% of the reason Del Rio was ever over in the first place was presentation. Why do they not put this much effort into presentation for actual good human beings that are talented wrestlers?
I know, right?
Like, why wouldn't you put this much effort into, like, oh, I don't know, Johnny Gargano, or, like, I don't know, Wade Barrett even before he left, or Drew McIntyre before he left and ended up coming back, or like it just makes no sense to me that they were so willing to put so much effort into such a scumbag of a piece of shit of human being. And yet nowadays we're lucky if we get a quarter of the effort on a debuting star who is an actual decent human being and just as talented in the ring, if not more, and maybe even actually, charismatic on the mic.
Cliff them all saying, put that effort into Andrade. Bro, if they put this kind of effort into Andrade, him being WWE champion on SmackDown Live wouldn't just be in my fantasy land. I could actually buy that happening if they gave him that kind of effort.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, we don't know for sure if Andrade is actually a good person, but we know damn sure he's talented.
Well, we haven't seen any skeletons unearthed yet. I mean, that doesn't mean that they won't be, but, as of right now, Andrade's cool with me. Cooler than this fucking prick, at least.
I mean, the only reason that I'm even questioning it is because I know Del Rio himself has actually come out and said that Andrade doesn't even want to be in NXT anymore, so...
Oh, wow. Well,
I mean, that was a while ago. That was like a year or two ago. That's not recent, but it did happen.
Right.
Kofi Kingston. This was after he lost the accent.
Okay, so it was no longer Jafakin at this point.
Correct.
Oh, man, Kofi. That one guy in the Money in the Bank ladder match right next to the inventor himself, Chris Jericho, that you're just... It's never going to happen for you, is it?
I remember, though, I mean, this happened because you got to remember, he lost the accent prior to his 2009 feud with Randy Orton.
Right.
And this is in 2011, so this had to be after that.
Let me go back to 2009. It was my best year. My best year.
Oh, God, that's right. Remember when Jack Swagger had a fake Rage Against the Machine song as his theme?
Oh, God, yeah.
Jack 1-2 doesn't hold a candle to Patriot.
Not even close.
Speaking of Patriot, now that Swagger's gone, they should totally bring that back for Cesaro.
Yeah. And by the way, I appreciate their work, but fuck you, CFOs. Because I tweeted at them several months ago, like, are you guys working on anything for Cesaro? We all hate the theme. You have to know it. And they're like, oh, you don't know. Maybe we're working on something now. And I'm like, yes, you weren't working on shit. God damn it.
That's funny.
Now there's Evan Bourne, who I'm sure was already flying high prior to coming out here, but now he hopes to fly back in different contexts.
Yeah, this was really close to him getting suspended too, wasn't it? Because I know he and Truth actually ended up being like a tag team, right?
I feel like that tag team happened prior, because if you see Truth's Titantron, this is when he was Crazy Truth. I turned on Morrison.
Oh, with Little Jimmy, that's right. He's got to get the tiny ladder for Little Jimmy, of course.
Oh, there's that bottle of water. Oh, man.
Because he's got such bad conditioning, according to John Morrison.
Yeah, dude, this was a crazy...
Speaking of John Morrison, why was he not on this show? What the hell?
Because he was injured. He had the pinched nerve in his neck.
Oh, and there's A-Rye.
And, dude, you got to understand, because you said that I was like a YouTuber at this time, and you were right, and you remember some of my content from this time. I was crushed around this time, because I wanted Morrison and Money in the Bank that year so bad, because I just felt like maybe if he was in it this year, it would be his year. Because I felt like, again, his year started out promising, facing Miz for the WWE title, and then he got another title match at Extreme Rules, even though he went through that hiccup with Trish and Snooki and all that bullshit. I thought, well, maybe he'd win this year, and he just couldn't make it back in time. It really sucked.
Man, Alex Riley is just the perfect example of wasted talent, because, like, he was in FCW, he was, like, the top heel. He was an amazing heel, such an amazing bad guy. Honestly, like, gave The Miz a run for his money as far as just being hateable. And then he gets to the main roster, and he's with The Miz, and as soon as they break up, they turn him face, and he just completely flatlines because he's not a natural face.
$2 super chat from Cliff Amal. Truth. I got acrophobia, y'all. So, yeah, Truth had a lot of stuff going on.
Acrophobia is the fear of heights, by the way, for those of you that don't know.
And now Ray, God, it's weird seeing him in a WWE setting, knowing what he's doing these days.
Look how pudgy Ray looks there compared to how he's been in Lucha.
Yeah, really.
He looks like he freaking blimped up in that compared to now.
Oh, no, he's got a ladder. Everybody's grabbing ladders. That's interesting to me.
I love that there are like 3 people that have these super tiny, like 5-foot ladders. And then like Swagger, Del Rio, and a few people have these bigger, like, yeah, it's just a funny visual.
Del Rio getting sandwich is hilarious. Yeah, get that piece of shit out of the ring first.
Yeah.
It is my destiny. Yeah, fuck you.
That's right, 2011. That's the year Del Rio won the Royal Rumble. He won the biggest Royal Rumble ever.
Okay, now everybody, it is so apropos that we know what we know about Del Rio lately, and this is how this match starts. Like,
everyone hates Del Rio.
Everybody hates me, and now O'Reilly. Oh, man.
Everybody hates Jose. Because that's his real name, get it?
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, and Riley. Oh, dump Swagger over. I still can't believe Riley was in a Money in the Bank match. Like, wow. Oh, Truth and Miz.
Clip them all in chat. Alex Riley, Alberto Del Cuntrag, Jack Swagger, and Josh Matthews. I really need Punk right about now.
Yeah. Dude, what's crazy about this Miz Truth interaction is this is before their
Awesome Truth. Yes. Was Awesome Truth the same year? Was that in 2011 or was that 2012?
I think that was 2011.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I know Punk would go through all of his stuff with the WWE title. Look at Kofi and Evan. Was this before...
That's right, because the big Hell in a Cell match was when they showed up and, like, ran everything amok.
Exactly.
And that was Cena, Punk, and Del Rio.
Seeing this Evan Bourne Kofi interaction, that makes me wonder if this was before or after Airborne.
Air Boom.
Air
God,
Boom.
I loved them. Yeah, that was so good. Oh, man, they're really fighting for that ladder. But, guys, there's another one right there in the ring. Oh, look at Ray. Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy him and Swagger interacting because they were the world title match last year at Money in the Bank. Truth slamming Kofi. Those are another 2 sets of guys before Truth turned heel that were tag team champions. You know, because you just pair any 2 random black guys together. Oh, and there's the kick there by A-Rai.
See, like I know that we always kind of like make fun of Alex Riley, and he's kind of a meme at this point because rage, but he was actually a pretty good worker, and he was a great heel.
Yeah.
He's just another example of a missed opportunity in WWE. Oh, and there's the Miz.
You're nothing without me. Oh, Riley just kicking him. Damn. Oh, it just throws the ladder into Miz's face. Oh, now Swagger gets the ladder back, though. Damn.
Oh, man. Swagger is like... Oh, look at Alex Riley fly.
Yeah, he just vaulted over those ropes, took out both Miz and Swagger.
I always found Swagger very boring.
Is Truth really going to do... He is. Wow, I didn't expect him to do that as a heel. I thought he was going to fake the crowd out and just be like, you know, I mean, I ain't flying for you.
That was, honestly, though, that was before the era of crowd fake-outs being a thing.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, Kofi and Mysterio. And, oh, well, right, and then there's Kofi with the crossbody. And Del Rio's still dead in the corner, like,
Oh, Evan Bourne's going up. He wants an airborne.
He does. Oh, Jesus. Yep, saluting the crowd. And, oh, there it is. Beautiful.
He's definitely got one of the most graceful-looking shooting stars I've ever seen.
Absolutely. And, you know, Kofi kind of stirring there. Tell you, if it does favor anybody, it favors Alberto, you know, knowing all these bodies are just sprawled everywhere. Evan is the first to recover, though. Which makes sense. He was the last offensive maneuver delivered. Oh, man, that's a big ladder right there. That'll definitely get you to the contract. And set up perfectly. Wow, look at Evan go. It's like he's been here before. That's how you do it, man. Oh,
there's Miz ruining people's days. God, I hated him back then. Like, I hated the Miz back then the way I hate Charlotte now.
Exactly. It's amazing, though, that The Miz is actually able to get out of your doghouse and actually be somebody you like.
That's, you know what, though? That's proof that it's not impossible and that I'm not unreasonable.
There you go. And now look at Del Rio. Man, Mrs. Knee. Holy fuck. Yeah, is that a work? I'm really concerned because I'm not saying Miz is bad at selling. I've just never really seen him put like this much of himself into it. If it was a work.
You got to remember, though, dude, I don't think Miz has literally ever had a major injury in WWE.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, he just immediately went for that knee. Goddamn. I wonder, was this, because I know there was 1 year in a ladder match where Miz seemed to have gotten taken out, but then he comes back later. I don't know if it was this match or if it was later on.
It might be this match.
Yeah, I think he actually got a pretty big pop for it, too, because people were like, wow, look at him tough it out to finish the match. Like, oh, Ray and Del Rio, straight kick there to Ray. Of course, Ray and Del Rio having their beef. That was kind of, one of Del Rio's more long-standing rivalries in the company. Oh, Truth stopping Del Rio. Kick right there by R-Truth. Oh, that acrophobia, though. Are you going to be able to make that climb?
It's taking a while.
It is taking him a little bit.
It's so funny, too, because we always make fun of WWE performers for taking forever to climb ladders, and yet here R-Truth made an excuse for it.
Exactly. Look at Truth thinking carefully about his character in the context of a ladder match.
Look at Evan climbing up over Truth.
Yeah, and Ray trying to do the same to Del Rio, but Del Rio, though, grabs the leg. Truth doing the same there to Bourne. And, oh, nope. I didn't know.
Remember, my little cousin used to absolutely love Evan Bourne. She thought he was adorable.
Nice.
Ranas! Double Ranas! That was cool.
Yeah, did not know that about your cousin, by the way. That's pretty cool. Boot there by
Yeah,
Swagger.
it was the younger one. The younger one.
Right. And Swagger, he's going to try and make the ascent now. And, oh, now Kofi. Oh, Swagger again, though, stops it. It's going to be the ankle lock. I'm not as good as Kurt Angle.
God,
Alex Riley.
Is such a jobber.
Yeah.
Keep going, A-Rye.
A-Rye, yeah. Oh, man. Alex Riley. That was a thing.
Say it to my face, John.
Wow. And Truth tipping over that ladder, sending Swagger and Riley's dreams crashing. Couldn't have happened to two more talented people. And now Truth getting that ladder. How are you going to overcome your acrophobia, though, Truth?
By not even trying to climb a ladder and just setting it up.
That makes perfect sense. Oh, my God.
Telling you, man, Crazy Truth had amazing on-point psychology.
Maybe he just thought that little Jimmy would scale the ladder for him and they would work in tandem.
Wasn't there a spot like that in one of these matches where he like set up the ladder and like encouraged the air to climb, implying it was little Jimmy?
He might have.
That feels like he might have done that.
Well, it's definitely something that Truth would do, right? It's just a matter of did he do it or not. Oh, now Ray. Body shots there to Truth. Oh, just throws Truth off. Man, his face hit that ladder straight up. Damn.
He's lucky he didn't get Joey Mercury there.
Yeah, really. Oh, now Kofi's got Ray set up. Oh, now Kofi. Is he just going to... Oh, no, he's going to do... the leg drop. That, damn. And now going to just throw Truth out here. I think he called that leg drop, I don't know if he called that air boom, because I know that was a tag team with Evan. I'm trying to remember what that leg drop was called.
The boom drop.
The boom drop. I knew it was boom something. Oh, no, Del Rio. Oh, my God. Wow.
Way to fail, Del Bitch Bag.
It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, you fucking prick. Oh, man. And now Ray. Ray going over. He's got the ladder. Swagger. Oh, Swagger just pushing that ladder into Ray. Man, I'll never forget this segment where Swagger's just dragging Ray all across the arena in that ankle lock. Oh, man, that rivalry.
Oh, God, another example of a potential Joey Mercury situation. Jesus.
Yeah, I'll tell you. This starting to make me a little uneasy. 619 there by Ray. Damn. And this match is it's really kind of heating up here. Let's see. Ray setting up a ladder now.
That's a tall-ass ladder. That's a 10-footer.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that'll definitely get the job done.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
And, Alex Riley punching Ray in the stomach, then punching him in the face.
Oh, but there's Evan Bourne. He's like a gnat in this match, man. He just won't go away, will he?
Hey, really? Oh, another elbow there. Oh, shot there by Ray.
Ray, yeah, throwing those punches. Oh, but Alex Riley with the chop. See Swagger on the outside bring a ladder into the ring, though.
Headbutt there by Ray. Clubby blow to the back of Riley. And now Del Rio. Oh, I think that was like an insecure there to Swagger on the outside. So Swagger's out. He's been taken out of the equation. And, oh my God, so many people on ladders all at once. Swagger back in. He just pulls Del Rio down. Now Ray's got his hand on the briefcase. Everybody's angling for it. Oh, man. Now, that briefcase is just flailing around everywhere. Oh, man, the shots there to Del Rio. Both Alex Riley and Ray working on it. Oh Del Rio goes right into the ladder. Every ounce of punishment he suffers brings a smile to my face. Fuck that guy.
Right, though? Oh, man. Oh, God. And the sad thing is, too, like, if I remember correctly, didn't he end up winning this match?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shot there to Kofi. Shot there to A-Rai. Truth with the shot to A-Rai.
Man, everyone's just beating on A-Rai because he's in the middle and they all want his position.
Exactly.
Oh, there you go. They finally managed to knock him off the ladder. Oh, and there goes the ladder itself. Oh, no, but look at this. It's actually managed to stand itself back up. Sentient ladder for the win.
Indeed. And now
there goes Truth. Oh, man, it's down to just Ray and Kof. Oh, look at Kofi. God, he's so good.
And then Kofi, oh, my God. Man, if that would have been the ending sequence, I would have been happy for Kofi, man. I would have been like, you know what?
Yeah. I would have been so much happier for Kofi than I ended up being for Del Rio.
Yeah.
God, they gave him everything in his first year, didn't they?
They really did, dude.
That looked really ugly. That spill looked awful.
That briefcase is just swaying. Oh, there is Miz.
Yep.
So yeah, it was this match.
He's still limping though, dude. That's the thing.
Damn, yeah, he was not gonna.
Look at the passion. Look at him go. But there's Ray to ruin his day.
Oh.
What a baby face.
Couldn't incapacitate him another way, like. Oh, sunset flip powerbomb, yep. Well, thanks for coming, Miz.
Scumbag Mysterio.
It's like, oh, that's really great that you have all this valor and heart to come back out here. You see this leg, though? What are you doing, Ray? I'm just going to take this leg. What are you doing, Ray? And just smack it against that ladder. Oh, God. Oh, but there's Del Rio. Ray trying to kick him off. He does. Ray making that ascent. Man, that briefcase is just, it's still moving. Oh, no, Del Rio goes to the other side. Oh, man, Ray. Again, the body shots. Oh, wait, no, use the briefcase. There you go. One shot. There's a second shot. Third shot.
Del Rio's still with it, though.
And yeah, that's spot right there.
He just unmasked Ray. He just unmasked Ray.
Damn. Oh my God.
Just riding the ladder all the way to the ground. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, and he just threw the mask all the way across the ring.
What a prick. And now Del Rio going to set up the ladder here. And this is it. This is where he wins, guys. Because, yeah, I remember that spot distinctly at the time. Just taking Ray's mask. Which I guess Ray deserves because, I mean, to target Miz's, like, bum leg when he tried to come back out here and show heart, like, and there it is.
Alberto and Del Rio. Where's Ricardo Rodriguez, a.k.a. the only over part of his act?
I have no idea, my friend. Damn. Yeah, Raw Money in the Bank winner. God damn it. Let's get some more chat reactions. Mark Shonham saying that mask ended up in the crowd. Yeah, it did.
That was a fan that got to go home happy.
Yeah, really. Aw, that's not cool. Yeah, Mark Shoneman said a fan was really excited that he got Ray's mask, but somebody came back and took it. Like,
wow. Big bag security.
Yeah, really. Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised Ray, of all people, didn't go out and be like, hey, man, sorry they took this away from you. I have a bunch. Here's this one. You can keep it.
Man, everybody was just a scumbag at that time. Thank goodness we're reclaiming the term scumbag. I don't really like how it was dragged through the mud, you know? It's nice that that term is getting some much-needed rehabilitation. As we see here, yeah, this is where Miz, I think, yeah, bam. And then Truth scaling those ladders. Yeah, this match, I gotta say, though, for my money, the SmackDown ladder match is better. I think I even said that at the time this pay-per-view aired, and I just feel even more strongly about it. Like,
honestly, it was less sloppy, and it felt more cohesive, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, man, that's funny.
My face! My face! Don't look at me!
My terrible, ugly face! I'm masked for a reason, you guys! I look 11 years old under this thing.
Del Rio was so proud of himself. There it is. What a piece of shit. Don't you applaud for this, audience. You know better. Oh my God. Now look at him bragging about it when like he got the shit beat out of him for like 90% of this match.
Well, that doesn't matter. He won the match.
That's true.
If it was someone you liked, that would be all you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. That is true. He didn't do shit.
Man, he's got all kinds of cuts and scrapes on him, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm like, where the hell? Well, I mean, yeah, I guess it is explainable how he got cut so much. Like, everybody was throwing ladders at him and shit.
Yeah. Well, we've got 2 matches left, and they're both world title matches.
Yep. And Christian Randy Orton should be up next. That should be a good match. I mean, again, that whole rivalry was so well done. Yep, Randy Orton, who even now I don't understand why he was the babyface in this feud against Christian.
Because Christian was a whiny bitch.
Yeah, but like, I feel like this is one of the few times where it was justified. Oh yeah, I even forgot they had a match at Capital Punishment. So this was like the third match that they actually no, this was the fourth match because they had that match on SmackDown, then that match at Fully Loaded or not Fully Loaded, Over the Limit.
That's right. Yeah. Wasn't Over the Limit like their best match, or was that the really short one?
No, this might actually be the really short one. This match right here. And yeah, so they had Over the Limit, which was a really good match, though. Really good match. Then Capital Punishment. Then Money in the Bank, which we're about to watch. Then the No Holds Barred match at SummerSlam. And that was the
SummerSlam match was the best of the bunch.
Yeah, because that got a shit ton of time. And then after that, the only other match I can remember them having, at least in the context of their feud, was a steel cage match on SmackDown. And then I think that was definitively the end of the feud.
Man, I was such a big Christian fan at the time. And like, this was another one where like, I remember you making a big rant video about like literally on the Tuesday that the tapings results came out for SmackDown. You made a big rant video about Christian losing the title to Orton after 2 days.
Yeah, dude, that was a big thing in the community at the time. Everybody was ranting about it.
I know. I remember. I saw it. I was there. I just got to see you talk about it. Spinnernet, Deluxe Man, the wrestling gurus. Like, yeah, I was all about it.
Yeah, like everybody. You know, because we just thought this guy, like, what fucking sour grapes? This guy busts his ass and loses it 48 hours later. And yeah, that Over the Limit match was so good. I hate that they could just never have Christian just be on Orton's level. Like, this whole feud, they just let you know, like, yeah, he's good, but, you know, he's no Randy Orton.
Yeah, that's pretty much the exact vibe that they got out of this.
The only time I think Christian beat Orton straight up, I think would actually be either a year or two later. It was a #1 contenders triple threat match, Christian, RVD, and Orton, because Del Rio was champion, and Christian actually pinned Orton with like a backslide because he counted the RKO. And then, yeah, it was Christian versus Del Rio at that year's SummerSlam. So, yeah, it was the only time Christian ever really got a leg up. Oh, we're with Bitch Bag.
I'll tell you what, if anybody ever wants to donate for us to live react to SummerSlam 2011, that show, I feel like that show was like really stacked.
And now, is he going to talk about Destiny?
Oh man, this was back when Del Rio was in okay shape. Like he still kind of had like a double chin going on. Remember when he came back at the end of the year a few years ago and he was just ripped to the gills?
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes. Oh, just a formality, huh? Oh, you know, looking back, I can smile because he really got bitched out in that WWE title run, and it's delicious. Oh, man. Yep, World Heavyweight Championship. One more match, even though this, again, is like the fourth match of this feud thus far.
Naked Truth Revealed. God, this was such a good theme song. Wasn't this done by Newfound Glory?
Not sure. Not sure about that at all.
I'm looking it up. I think it was Newfound Glory.
And yeah, Christian just saying like, oh, I'm going to be world champion. I just really could never find it in my heart to boo him, even when he did formally turn heel. I'm just like, man, Orton's had his time. I really want you to have your run. See, there's that one guy in the crowd. He gets it. Welcome to the peep show, Randy. Yeah, I remember when Christian came out with that shirt. I thought it was a pretty cool looking shirt. One of Christian's better shirts. Yeah, it just seemed like he had everything going on for him. Everything except, of course, being world champion. You know, we just couldn't have that.
Story of the year, that's what it was, not Newfound Glory. Story of the year.
The Peeps chant. That's a pretty good drawing, actually.
What?
I saw a crowd sign, and yeah.
Cliff said the original was better. It was okay. I think, wasn't the original about, like, what was it, Waterproof Blonde?
Yeah.
It was all right. I definitely prefer the more recent version.
Well, the recent version, yeah. Because that, and it's funny, because I know Christian's heel here, but I feel like that Story of the Year version was perfect for him as a babyface, whereas the Waterproof Blondes one, like, yeah, that had definitely more of a heel vibe to it. Which made sense.
Let's be real, though, guys. Christian's best theme song ever was his TNA theme song. That was amazing.
Yeah, that whole instrumental of Evanescence's
My
Last Breath.
My Last Breath. I knew it was My Something, to be fair. But yeah, like that, legitimately, I loved that theme song so much that I downloaded like a 90-second clip of it to my iPod at the time and just played it on repeat on bus rides to school. Like, that's how into that theme song I was.
Damn.
Yeah, it was so good. And we're not even talking like, oh, I played Evanescence, what was it called again? My what?
My Last Breath.
My Last Breath. Like, I didn't even play that song. I just found like a 90-second clip of the Christian instrumental version of it and just played that on repeat on my phone. And I fell asleep half the time on the bus ride too. So it was a really, really good version of that song.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it so much. I actually did seek out the actual Evanescence song, and I fell in love with that as well. So
yeah,
it was actually nice to like another Evanescence song besides "Bring Me to Life." So
yeah, wow. Wait, you had only ever heard of "Bring Me to Life" at that point?
Yeah, I really wasn't that familiar with Evanescence.
I've always been very inquisitive when it comes to music, so when I hear a song I like, I tend to look up the artist and listen to other songs by them immediately.
See, and I never do that. I never do that. Like, how it happens with me is I'll go, like, find a song on YouTube, I'll listen to it, and if I really like the person, like, after a certain time, I'll get more curious about other tracks, but it actually takes me a while to get to that point of curiosity, because I'm just content with that one really good song, and I don't want to taint my memory of this artist. Like, oh, you did this really good song, and then I find out, like, the other stuff you did was meh. But, yeah, if like Panic at the Disco, for instance, like, I love that group so much. Like, yeah, when my curiosity came, and then I just love so many of their songs that I can say I'm a legit Panic at the Disco fan rather than just, oh, I'm a fan of this one song by Panic at the Disco. And with Evanescence, I'm a fan of at least, I think, like 4 or 5 of her songs. So yeah, she's not bad at all. And Orton Orton knows. He's like, just looking at Christian, like, I'm going to own you again. Look at that douche posing there. You sit the hell down. Let's get some chat comments here.
Apparently you are Hypothesis's spirit animal musically.
I mean, I'll take it. You know, that's fine with me.
That's funny to me, though. I thought that more people were like me, and that, like, you hear a song you like and you look up not just that song, but then other songs by that artist as well. Like, with me, if I hear a song I really love, I'm literally, like, YouTubing a song of theirs while simultaneously Wikipedia-ing their entire discography to see all the work they've done. Like, that's how deep I dive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've rarely done that. Like,
and I do that with every new song that I like, pretty much.
I'll tell you, I only ever do that with artists that I've already told you about, like when I already have kind of like scratched that itch of my curiosity, and then I only do it to make sure like I haven't missed anything. Like, oh, are there any songs that I'm like not thinking about or whatever? But yeah, I've never really done what you're talking about. Look at Christian trying to bait Orton, because let's remember about this match too, which we didn't mention.
Orton can lose the title on disqualification.
Exactly, and Orton just like, nah, I ain't gonna play this game. Fucking toss.
Oh, but he ends up playing that game eventually.
We're just like, are you sure you don't want to hit me?
He shoved him. Oh, it's a good thing closed fist punches aren't illegal in WWE, because boy, would Orton be in trouble now.
Exactly. Face around the turnbuckle. Oh, the uppercut. Oh, the right hand. Uppercut again. Oh, back body drop. Yeah, see, that was such, like, the whole step, like, oh, get disqualified. Like, you really just couldn't have Christian even be a heel, like, oh, he's got tights or oh, low blow, and then it goes, you really went out of your way to bitch this poor man out. Like, god damn. Another strike there by Christian. Yeah, us talking about it, now we got Ashton whistling the theme there.
Oh, you heard that? Wow, my microphone is more sensitive than I thought. Okay.
Dude, I just assumed everybody heard it. I didn't know if I should call you out on it or not, but I figured, why not? I know. Christian eating floor there. And Orton's just, well, now Orton's feeling pretty good about himself. And now let's see here. Orton, yeah, he just got that swagger about him, like, you can't beat me, Christian. And now he's going to, like, follow him around. He just got him by the hair. Getting him back in the ring. Essentially telling Christian, like, you ain't shit. Oh. Is he going to? Yeah, oh, kick right in the midsection. Now Orton, oh, missed. Oh, gets hung up there. Nicely done by Christian.
Christian's so good.
He is.
Oh, that's right. He got RKO'd out of that. Oh my God, this is bringing back so many memories. Nope, only a 1 count. Wow, Christian got made to be a bitch in this feud.
He really did. He really did. Oh, it was bad. Now just choking Orton out with the boot. Now Christian stalking Orton. Oh, what a strike
Oh,
there.
my God. By the way, guys, I mean, since we are live, even though this isn't really meant for this kind of thing, we might as well just kind of talk about news that's coming out right now. Ryan Satin from Pro Wrestling Sheet is reporting that Shelton Benjamin has officially signed a deal with WWE.
Well, good. Now we'll be able to get this on the road. I remember when the vignette came out and everything, I was excited to see what he was going to do. So yeah, I'm down for that. Hell, honestly, how I would debut him, have him answer one of AJ Styles' U.S. Championship Open challenges. I think Shelton Benjamin versus AJ right out of the gate would be an amazing way to reestablish Shelton. And nice strike there by Orton. Or strike there by Christian. Another strike there by Christian. Now Orton kind of slumped against the rope there. Oh, here's that heel foot choke that I know Christian would do. Nice.
Yep. Oh my God, Orton's face. He looked like he just had an orgasm or some shit.
Oh. And Christian now certainly feeling himself. I'm in control, you guys.
It's funny. I saw Hypothesis in chat say something about how most of his favorite bands he progressively got into when he used Pandora, and that most of them were kind of old, like Offspring and Sum 41. I used to use Pandora when I was in college, and it introduced me to a lot of bands that I liked at the time, but it didn't really like stick. Like, I don't like most of the music I listened to in college anymore.
Right.
Oh, to be fair, I mean, he mentioned Offspring and Sum 41. Both those bands have some songs I do like. I just don't like their entire library,
Right, exactly. Nice spine buster there by Christian.
Like Offspring, I can dig. I think it's called "The Kids Are Gonna Be All Right" or "The Kids Aren't Gonna Be All Right" or something like that. I think they were the ones that did "Give It to Me, Baby," pretty fly for a white guy. So that's kind of hilarious. Sum 41, though, I love Fat Lip. That's such a good song. That just brings me back to the late 90s, early 2000s. Like, I was in late elementary school, early middle school. Like, yeah, that was legit. I like Sum 41. At least that song by them. Christian going for the kill switch. Did he call it the kill switch or the unprettier at the time?
He called it the kill switch because remember his shirt that I remarked earlier that I liked? It said "flip the switch."
Oh, that's right. Like when did he refer to it as the unprettier? Was that pre-TNA or was that in TNA?
That was I think no, that was pre-TNA. And then when he left TNA, it might have been called the kill switch, and then just kind of carried over. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, now we see Breeze use that move on occasion. I wish Breeze would just use it as a secondary finisher. Because, like, now that Christian's gone, I feel like that move's up for grabs. And, you know, Breeze and Uggos and all that stuff, it seems like a good fit. Oh, RKO. No. That is one thing I will say. As the matches progressed, I liked how Orton or Christian really had the RKO well scouted. Now on the top rope. Oh, got caught. Jackknife cover. Christian kicked out. Man, the chemistry between these two. Off the ropes. Oh, that's press.
Orton's Thez press looks really goofy sometimes. Like I just imagine Adam Cole doing commentary for an Orton Thez press.
Yeah. Oh, Christian may have been thinking about a Cole relief or something.
Because Orton gets so much air because he's such a freaky athlete. It literally looks like he's telling his opponent to suck his dick.
Nice drop kick. Yeah,
he straight up just jumps from the ground and then just shoves his crotch in his opponent's face. Suck it.
2. And Christian kicks out. And Orton, you could just see he's kind of seething inside like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And that was the drop kick there. Oh, Christian on the apron. And hot shots, Orton on the rope. And that throat just hung up there. And now Christian going to go to the top rope again. This is going to be like the spinning elbow or a crossbody. What are you thinking, Christian?
Nothing.
No, he's fighting back. Could still be something. No, Orton. No, now he's really got his foot in there. Oh, could be a superplex.
Yep.
Shades of his daddy. Front face lock. Christian going to counter? No, he's going to get this, isn't he? No, Christian hanging on. Christian hanging on. Look at the body shots there. Shoves Orton off. Christian. Nice. Oh, headbutt by Christian. Okay. 2. Kick out, though, by Orton.
I love that at a certain point, Christian just became like a weird amalgamation of all of his friends that had either died or retired.
Yeah, really.
Because I remember in like 2012, 2013, he was using the spear and the frog splash. And, of course, we just saw him use the headbutt, like, just over the top, using past guys' finishers.
Yeah. Anything to beat Randy Orton. Damn. Oh, RKO. Countered. Oh, what a lariat by Orton. Another lariat there. Oh, ducks. No. Christian had that scouted. Nice. Oh, kick to the gut. That's what made these guys so great, is like working together, is that they're like, hey, how can we make these matches different? Well, let's tell a story with it. Oh, he actually hit it. Holy fuck, he actually hit it. But of course,
but it's only kick out. Because the kill switch got neutered as soon as he started using Edge's spear.
Yeah. But then even the spear, remember, he hit it over the limit and Orton still kicked out. So then they were like, oh, you're building the kill switch. But then he hits the kill switch and it's still a 2 count. So really, again, in every possible way, you just said that Christian can't beat Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And like, yeah.
And then Orton went on to lose to Mark Henry at Night of Champions.
Exactly.
And the reign of the Hall of Pain began.
Christian looking frustrated, not that I can blame him. And now he's thinking spear. And Orton just looking like, what the hell happened? Where am I? And Christian charging. Nice leap by Orton. Oh, man, that was right in the post. Oh, God. It's going to be like that neck breaker. I've seen Orton do this before. Is Christian going to slide out? Nope. Oh, neck breaker. Yep, right there.
God, Orton's so good. Why doesn't he use more?
I don't know, dude.
Like, he just refuses to put effort into his matches anymore.
And here we see again that neck breaker. Yeah, he used to do this in his Legend Killer days. When he was really young and up and coming in the business. And, like, yeah, it's a great looking move for sure. Oh, well, look at Christian's positioning. And look at Orton. I know he teased the pundit over the limit, but he didn't do it then because Christian was still face and he didn't want to end his career. I don't think he has any qualms about doing it now. And Christian, oh no. There's the power slam.
Yep. And Christian rolls out.
That just means you're going to get DDT. Don't you know there's nowhere safe?
Yeah.
And there it is.
Boom. Just dropped him.
Orton's feeling, oh, look at it. He's just like, it's time. It's time. Gonna hit that RKO. No. Christian,
oh, this is where he spits on him. This is the end of the match right here.
Oh, right
oh,
there.
He spit on him. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, right on his mouth, too. Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, and this is where he starts throwing those punches.
2, 3, 4.
Man, Orton was just, oh!
I actually forgot that a low blow was what caused the disqualification. I thought it was like him like beating him down in the corner for too long or something.
And Christian, via nutshot, is your new world champion. Oh my God. I did it from my dick. I gotta get out of Chicago. Oh, there's the spit right there. Oh, couldn't even finish the replay because Orton's going ham and egg on that ass. How dare you take this from me? Oh, man. You don't steal from me, I'll kill us both. Poor Christian, man. I'm sorry he just used those specialized rules of this match to his advantage. Don't be so butthurt about it, Randy.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Monitor right to the face.
Wasn't Vicky Guerrero SmackDown GM at this time?
No, Teddy still was.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, was this the beginning of Randy Orton versus Tables? The feud?
I thought it happened prior to this. Could be wrong, though. Oh,
there is
God.
Teddy Long. You see him.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, he's picking Christian up. Don't do this.
What's
Don't
he going to do to him? Just going to RKO him on the table?
Yep. And, oh, there it is.
He can't break the damn table. That is hilarious to me. And it's consistent, too. That's the best part. Oh, my God. That's amazing.
And Orton just, yeah, just thinking, like, how could I lose the world title? How could a man spit in my mouth?
God, that's disgusting.
That was not a good night for him.
I have a very visceral reaction to other people's spit.
Oh, man, right there. You know, and there's kind of a poetic irony to all of it because, I mean, how did Orton initially get over? By spitting in other legends' faces.
Yeah. Boy, was he pissed. You could literally see the rage in his face.
I mean, you would have thought that would be a teachable moment of empathy. Like, oh, so that's how I made all those people feel. Huh. But no, Orton just decided to fly into a rage. No learning done. And Christian's probably somewhere thinking, I'm still world champion. Yay, me. Oh, no, I don't even think Orton's done. I think Orton's like, no, I still want to beat that ass. Again, Braun diligently taking notes so you don't have to be finished. That's so fascinating. Oh, God. Oh, Orton's face. Oh, my God. That's some Bob Backlund facial work right there.
You're not even wrong. And still didn't break the table. And he's literally beating the table up because he knows he can't break it.
Orton is just livid.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Christian, you wouldn't know that he was the winner of this match if you just tuned in. You probably just thought, man, that was a real beatdown. Now you're going to really walk up the ramp this time, right, Randy?
And he's going to be even angrier this time.
Because anger works.
Well, I was just going to say because he didn't break the table again.
Oh, man, look at that face. God damn. I have to maintain my composure. Jesus. He's trying to shake it off. Now I think he's going to go to the back. No, we're good. We're good. Just go to the back. We got CM Punk stuff to do, so it's cool.
You can literally see him mouthing piece of shit.
Hey, man, again, empathy. Try it. You spit in so many Legends phases. In my mind, you got exactly what you deserved.
Christian's just like, wait, did I win? And the rest is like, yeah, Christian, here's your title. And he's just like, you know what? Worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Even Mike Chioda was like, oh, shit.
Speaking of James, where is that crazy little bastard?
I thought he was going to be here. I told him we were doing this today, but unfortunately, I guess he got busy, I suppose.
Probably masturbating then, right?
Probably. I mean, you know, he could masturbate forever, so. And that was I believe, the second RKO, I want to say. Yeah, that was the second one.
If that was the one where he beat the shit out of the table afterwards.
Yeah. And again, this time it's slow motion. They just love that Christian just expectorated on Orton. Just like, pah!
That he did what on Orton?
Expectorate. That's a fancy word for spit.
I was going to say, yeah, is that like an obnoxious word for spitting?
Indeed it is.
Nice.
And as Christian's helped to the back, and look at him. He knows what it's all about. I'm world champion. Yes.
Yeah, baby. He got what he came for.
Oh, Daniel Bryan. Oh, is this a be a star thing? It is a bullying thing. I remember when you were like, you really wanted to see Mark Henry and Brock Lesnar do one of these things, and Mark Henry would be like, I was never bullied. I was the bully. This shit's for pussies.
Don't be a bully, John. Be a star. Or just be Vince McMahon and have your cake and eat it too.
Exactly.
Anything's allowed when you're rich.
Yeah, that's right. 1%ers for life. Which won't be very long, but still. These guys just recounting what just happened. But you've got a main event to get into, guys, and so do we, because it's John Cena versus CM Punk. Yep, there it is.
Oh, that's right. This was the last time we ever got to see CM Punk come out to a Killswitch Engage song.
That's right, yeah, because then he'd do Cult of the Personality. That's right.
Even through the darkest days. God, I loved that band in college. They were, and you know what? That's one of the bands that I did like in college that I still like to this day. Killswitch is legit.
Yeah. Yeah,
oh, God. Tyrant, autocrat, dictator. I love how self-aware they are about Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
All that shit reigns just as true today as it did in 2011. The only difference is they're not as open to admitting it now.
Man, I remember this video package. God damn. This was so good.
Oh, dude.
Calling them shameless ass kissers.
Yeah. The thing is, like, have you ever experienced kind of where you were a fan of somebody before everyone else, and then that person that you were kind of a big fan of and really enjoyed their work before everyone else really caught on slowly made his way up to the card and ended up being in like this huge main event like angle and spot and position. And it's just like just being able to kind of take that ride along with him.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because, you have experienced that before with who?
I mean, well, no, I can't really say I've ever experienced that, but I know, like, kind of the sentiment of what you're talking about. Just being able to say that you were there for the whole ride from beginning to end.
Yeah, dude, because, like, the thing with Punk is I was a fan of his even, like, I mean, first of all, I wasn't even aware of the indies until, like, 2010, so I can't honestly say I was a fan of his in ROH, but I was pretty much instantly a fan of his when he showed up in ECW. And I followed him throughout his entire WWE career. And like even when he was on Smackdown, I had my job at the grocery store and I would always want to be home. And when I would have shifts that went past 8 o'clock on Friday nights, because Smackdown was on Fridays at the time, right. I would get home in a rush and I would come in and I would be like, Mom, was CM Punk on yet? Did he talk yet? And it would, if the answer was no, I would be like, yes. And if it was a yes, I would always be like, okay, what did he do? What did he say? And then I would look it up on the internet later. Like, I was such a big fan of CM Punk at the time. And then when he got brought over to Raw, I was like, oh, man. Like, what are they going to do with him? And then he had the whole new Nexus thing and pretty much got buried on his way to facing Orton in a meaningless match at Mania. And then this happened. And it was like, I still remember to this day Punk's promo that he cut and just being able to witness that and knowing at the time that I was witnessing a huge, huge moment in history. And like, yeah, like that was such an amazing moment. And even like that promo right there where Punk called Cena the New York Yankees, even though I absolutely adored that initial promo where he like did like the breaking the fourth wall and call up Colt Cabana and stuff like that, that was still my favorite promo he cut when it was the one in Boston where he called Cena the New York Yankees. God, he was so good.
He was. I mean, this was next level stuff at the time. Everybody was talking about it. And to WWE's credit, like I said, like everything before this and leading up to this and like this event, great. After the fact, I feel like WWE really didn't know what to do with all this momentum. Punk, I know he did on social media because I know he would take weird pics of like him putting the title in the fridge.
In the refrigerator, yeah, that's right. Yeah. And there was like, I think he like showed up to a Blackhawks game with the title, or not a Blackhawks game, a Cubs game, a Chicago Cubs game with the title. And it was just like, oh, no big deal. Like, yeah, it was, God, this was the stuff of legends, man.
If WWE, because it seems like today they have a more open relationship with a lot of different promotions and like indie, just indie feds. If they had those kinds of relationships back then, man, what they could have done, because Punk could have showed up like everywhere, like, oh, what's Punk doing at this ROH show with the title, and what's Punk doing at Progress, and this and that, like, that's really what I wanted them to do, but of course, like, it was just never gonna happen.
But dude, like, even if they didn't want to do that, they still could have kept him off TV until, like, literally just, you could have kept him off TV until SummerSlam. He could have showed up at the SummerSlam pay-per-view at the end of John Cena versus Rey Mysterio for the WWE title, and he could have showed up, and even if they wanted Cena to win that match, he could have showed up and held up his title, and you could have seen, like, compared to Cena's crappy little fake title, how legit Punk's looks, and there's your build-up for your next show. Like, I know that the excuse is always used, like, oh, they needed a big main event for SummerSlam. John Cena versus Rey Mysterio is a big main event. And they blew that the night that Mysterio won the title. Like, it was, and not only that, but that made Cena look like a scumbag, too, for challenging Rey for the title the night he won it.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I feel like they handled everything so poorly. And me personally, like, everybody's always talking about, like, this champion versus champion thing. Like, yeah, if they would have done it that way, the way you suggested, it would have been a lot better. Personally, though, I would have just elevated the mid-card title. I would have made people really feel what CM Punk had done. Because what he was talking about doing at the time was huge. Nobody talked about leaving a company with the top prize. Like, because like you, I wasn't into indies or anything. So to me, right, like, WWE was the first to do everything and how quickly we get smartened up. But I'm like, man, nobody's ever talked about doing that. Like, can you even do that? And so, like, yeah, with Punk being successful, I would have just elevated, because I think it was the Intercontinental title on Raw. I really didn't know how everything broke down, but I would have elevated one of the mid-card titles, maybe had Cena win that, and then like maybe down the line have Punk return. I wanted them to feel what CM Punk did, because what he did was huge. I don't even really think we had a time to soak in what he did, because then they did that stupid ass tournament only a few weeks later. To me, I just felt like it really diminished the impact of what he actually accomplished. So, but yeah, man, Punk just soaking it all in. This crowd was ravenous for Punk.
Hometown crowd, man. Hometown crowd. And he was putting on the best work in the company.
Absolutely. And, you know, commentary was great, too, because, like, they were uneasy because they knew what he meant. They knew what he was trying to do. Yeah, and Cliff them all saying, goosebumps, you're damn right. Oh, Brandon Best saying that promo you were mentioning earlier, he said the line for me in that promo was, you will apologize to me for them because they can't be here. And he was talking about Colt Cabana and Gallows with that. Yeah, I remember Punk
and Chris Masters, too. He mentioned Masters as well.
Yeah, I remember when Punk used to do that with guys that would like get released or he felt like didn't get a fair shake. He would
and Vladimir Kozlov. That was a Vladimir Kozlov cut too.
Yeah. And
wow.
Cliff Ball saying he saw the pipe bomb live and then he didn't have a life for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Don't blame you for that one, brother.
Oh man, you can hear the angst, the disdain for John Cena when his music hit.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, he's used to hostility, but it's like CM Punk was their guy on this night. Like he's gonna do it for us and everything.
It's like Ric Flair going to Memphis in the 70s, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
He might be worshipped in the Carolinas, but you go to Memphis and that's Lawler territory.
Yeah, it is. John Cena keeping his head down because he can't face it. Like, I know you hate me.
Oh, and CM Punk is clapping for John with his people.
It's like, I am the best.
Oh, that's Colt Cabana. That's right. I forgot Cabana was there in the crowd. That's awesome.
Yeah, everybody was here. God damn. And now John Cena kissing the dog tags. Gonna send them to Scott Armstrong there. Cena asked for this match. That would have been another great way for Cena.
Oh, is this where did they throw it back? Did they throw it back? I know they threw it back at ECW One Night Stand 06.
Don't see anybody throwing it back.
No, I guess not.
I guess they're like, Punk, you know, I love you, but I got limits, brother. Like, I'm selling this on eBay. I gotta pay my rent. Now Punk just kind of walking around, Cena doing some shadow boxing. That would have been another great way for Cena to just be heel. Like, I know you guys really want the match, but Punk wants to leave. And you know what? I like being WWE champion, so screw off.
Dude, look at all those signs. Punk Nation.
Punk for
CM
president.
Punk. Cena meets Cena. I don't get that. Chicago hates Cena.
Yeah. This crowd is just electric. Jesus.
They're ravenous, dude. They're ravenous.
And Punk holding up the arms, that whole straight edge vibe.
Punk, my hero, in Punk we trust. God damn, that's so cool. I miss him so much. God, what I would give for him to go to Lucha Underground.
Yeah, really. John Cena again with the shadow boxing. Yeah, because the shadow can't hit back.
Listen to you getting worked.
There it is.
Cena!
Like I said, though, Cena always showed up. Like, it always takes two to tango. These people can boo all they want, but, like, you know, he's by no means terrible.
Right.
And there is the WWE champion. That's what it's all about. Man, I remember first watching this match. I was on the edge of my goddamn seat.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
like, what the fuck is gonna happen? Because again,
Definitely.
like, for me being in my bubble, I'm like, this has just never been done. Are they actually gonna do this? Like, and I'm like, no, there's no way, right? There's just no way. And yeah, Punk was kind of looking. Oh man, Cena's just like, well, see if I can get myself out of this hole. And now, yeah, the crowd really was like the third person in this match because they were loud, I think, for the entire thing. I remember there is one point in this match, I think it's very early on, where they chant like, you can't wrestle, and Punk like jokes like, oh, you mean me? And they're like, boo, and then he points to Cena and they're like, yeah. It's like, oh, okay. Just making sure.
Punk's so focused, man. This is cool.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one with the point to prove. You know, he's like, I'm going to walk out of this company with your top prize. Ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Nice go behind. Look at that hammerlock. Cena, going to be patient. Doesn't really want to fight too quickly there. And now, oh, he's got the arm. Nice standing switch, half Nelson into the snapmare takeover.
Look at Cena wrestling.
Yeah, really. I was in OVW, bitch. And now Punk gonna regain vertical. He's gonna back Cena up into the ropes. Got to 5 to break it. He's gonna do like that Okada break where he's like, not now, John. Not now. Oh no. He's going for a straight kick. Cena ducked.
Damn. That was a high-ass kick, too.
Man, Punk and Cena one-on-one. God damn. They could have tore the house down in the Mania, dude. Like, that Raw match they had when Punk knew he wasn't going to get the Mania main event that year, and they fucking killed it. And, like, just to think that the rivalry really all started here. Maybe, I mean, a little bit before that, because I know he had some interactions with Cena when he was still actively leading the New Nexus, but this was the match that I think really made people say, like, oh, this is really going to be some rivalry. And then I'd say this match was either their best match or at least their second best match behind that Raw match they had. And now Cena going for a Fujiwara here. Punk saying, no, I'm not giving this shit up. Cena has control of the arm. Nice wrist lock there. Oh, he's going to bend it and twist it. Oh, my God. Oh, he's going to take it down. Just works that arm over. You know,
Rest hold.
Yes, this is still kind of first gear. I'm going to get some chat comments. Cliff Hall saying I wasn't on the edge of my seat because I didn't sit down. Let's see. Oh, $5 super chat from Cliff. It started when Cena spilled Punk's diet soda that one time. Oh, yeah, that was an unforgivable crime for sure.
I remember that too. Punk was on commentary for that.
You don't spill a man's diet soda.
Yep.
And Brandon saying that Raw match that I'm referring to, that's what made him a Punk fan for life.
What Raw match are we talking about?
That Raw match where it's like, oh, Cena, if I beat you, I get your WrestleMania spot.
Oh, with The Rock, yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, Punk knew that he wasn't going to main event Mania, so him and Cena had a match that's like, yeah, that could have main evented your Mania, and that would have been 10 times better than the finisher fest you got with Cena Rock, too.
Yeah.
Now pushing Cena off.
Oh,
shoulder block there by Cena.
Off the ropes. Punk goes over.
Nice vertical leap.
Cena, hip toss on Punk, yeah. Drop kick from Punk.
Nice.
Oh, headlock takeover, and we're into a headlock. Side headlock, baby.
That first gear. You know what, though? I like this is the type of atmosphere. This is the type of match where first gear, if you want to kind of stay in it a bit, it's entirely appropriate to me. Because you want to soak in the atmosphere. You want to play with the atmosphere. You want to build it up. Jarvera saying he had a huge viewing party for this match. I'm liking people sharing memories of this match because, I mean, this really was the match. This pay-per-view card wasn't bad at all. Hell, we even enjoyed Mark Henry Big Show looking back on it. But, I mean, this really was the match I think everybody remembers. And Cliff freaking out because his Becky shirt arrived. Happy for you there, Cliff. But, yeah, it's interesting hearing people's memories of Punk, Cena, and that whole rivalry because they just did so much together. And they could have done so much more if Vince wasn't such a prick. And nice vertical leap there by Cena. Oh, thinking AA. And Punk. Nope. Thinking GTS. Slides out. Oh, man. You know, it's funny that Vince, you know, in kayfabe earlier called, you know, Punk an ingrate. When we really think back on the relationship, you owed Punk how many, Vince? Who's the ingrate now?
2 or 3, I think, at least.
I think it was 3. I think it was you owe him 3. And, like, yeah, never backed up those chips there, hey, Vince? Goddamn. Now let's see what Cena and Punk are going to do here. Still kind of feeling each other out. Could it be a Greco-Roman knuckle lock? No! Thigh kick. Another thigh kick there. Oh, and then another kick. Punk busting out the leg work there. Very proficient striker is CM Punk. Oh, man, now Cena seated in the corner after that forearm. Now Punk's going to stomp away here. Kind of back it up a little bit. Punk just like, I got this shit. WWE title's coming home to me in my fridge. Oh, and Cena versing Bulldog there. And a kick out by Punk. And now Cena goes right into the front face lock. And again, I'll just go back to chat very quickly, see if we got any more memories. Oh, wow. Hypothesis saying his best friend straight up said the one thing that would make him quit watching WWE forever was if Cena ever beat Stone Cold in a match. Wow.
Thankfully, we never have to worry about that because Stone Cold isn't coming back.
Absolutely. So you never have to worry about that fantasy warfare, folks. Cena hooks the leg here. And Punk
not even a 2 count.
And goes right back to the headlock. Now Cena really cranking on that hold there. Paul asking how the GTS looks in this match. It didn't always look 100% to him. I remember it looking good. I could be wrong about that. Again, it's been several years since I went back and I watched this match bell to bell, so. And now Cena. Give Punk, like, too much credit, or maybe just trying to be, like, too revisionist, but, like, maybe in Punk's mind, because he cared so much about main eventing WrestleMania, maybe, like, he didn't want to taint it by politicking. Because, like, he would even say, you know, I failed in my career as a pro wrestler because my one goal was to main event WrestleMania, and if we could go by success or failure by the goals that you achieve, I'm a failure because that was my biggest goal and I never achieved it. So I think if Punk got there by politicking, it would have felt like a hollow victory to him, and Punk just seems like the kind of guy that can't stand that shit. Like, I either do things on my own merits or I don't do them at all. There is no in between. There are no shortcuts. And I can definitely respect that. Now Punk. Oh, wait a minute here. Had Cena in the powerbomb position, but looked like he was going for a double arm underhook. But Cena just drove him into the corner. Irish whip there to Punk.
That's one thing I regret us never seeing from Punk in WWE. Oh my God, Cena. That was such a bad fisherman suplex. But I wish we would have at least one time seen Punk do a Pepsi plunge in WWE.
Yeah, that would have been cool as fuck.
You know what that was, right?
Wasn't that like an avalanche pedigree?
Yeah, exactly.
Would have been perfect to bust out in his match with Triple H. You know,
I know, that's what I'm saying. I wish he would have done it.
Yeah, oh, nice DDT there.
Especially because then we would have gotten to hear Cole say, CM Punk just used Triple H's move against him from the top rope.
Oh, now look at this. Head scissor.
Yep.
Nice triangle there. Now from this
did
position.
Did just dab?
No, I don't think he did. Oh, Cena's got the wrist there. Now he's got the other wrist. And Punk now, I don't know if he's going to do like any elbow strikes or whatever, or if he's just going to try and choke Cena out. We know, of course, Cena has that power, so don't be surprised if this ends up in like an electric chair spot type thing. Trying to spread the arms out of Punk. Oh, Cena turning it over. Now he's gaining vertical, and yep, there it is. Punk gonna fight out of it. There's one elbow, two elbows. Oh, yeah, he did. Tosses him out of the ring. Beautiful. Punk smiling again, just thinking, I got this shit. Hypothesis is saying, speaking of Mania matches we missed out on, did you know Eddie was supposed to take on HBK at 22? No, I did not know that. That would have been so fucking good, though. Damn. And now Punk picking up Cena. Drives his head right into the apron. He's got Cena back in the ring. He's half in, half out. Punk there with the clubby blows. Scott Armstrong just thinking like, hey, guys, get back in the ring. Oh, is this where Punk does the double knees? This is going to be brutal, isn't it? Oh, Jesus. And, oh, no, just the single knee drop. Yeah, I was pretty much right. Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a knee strike type thing.
Oh, and there's Colt Cabana, too.
Hey, thanks for the shout out, buddy. Ow. Cena right back in the ring. Man, Punk really pulled out all the stops in this match, seems like. Hooks the leg. And, of course, Cena kicks out. And, yeah, now Punk just kind of wondering what he's going to do next. Picking up Cena. Oh, nice knee strike there. Again, very right proficient strikers, Punk.
Yep, Muay Thai.
And now
Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
That's right. Oh, shoulder meets post. Not a good time for CM Punk. Yeah. Speaking of Punk, and you mentioned the Pepsi plunge earlier, I do remember that when Kane had that like weird fucking feud with Rey Mysterio, or like, oh, I just figured him this and that, and then Rey came back like weeks later looking like nothing happened to him. And, you know, Kane was looking for CM Punk, and so he asked Santino, where's Punk? Have you tried the Pepsi machine? And now there's the lariat there by Punk. Oh, man, they had Punk do some weird stuff in WWE. But, you know, and that's what made this all the more meaningful, because I know myself, I know you weren't a YouTuber at the time, but I'm sure in some ways, like, you've thought about, like, all the stuff he did, you know, between ECW and then winning the Money in the Bank briefcases and the world title runs and the Jeff Hardy feud. But, like, this really felt like the first time, despite the fact that he was a former world champion, that he really felt like that main event guy, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, finally, he's really working on that level. Because, again, like, before that, you could buy it, certainly, when he was heel world champion and he was feuding with Jeff and they had that big TLC match at SummerSlam. But, you know, this match with the build and the story, it's like, finally, Punk feels like just a fucking star. And now Cena back up to a vertical base, kick to the gut of Punk. Oh, what a shot to Punk's face there, goddamn. Irish whip. Oh, Punk got the boot up.
Das Boot.
Is it going to be a crossbody?
Oh, what? Nice. Yeah, springboard crossbody right into the pin. 2. Nope.
Cena seems to favor the leg just a little bit there. He's got his body half out. And, yeah, just looking at more chat comments here. And Cena still trying to, I think, shake that leg off. I guess something like that crossbody must have stung it or something. And Punk, oh, could it be a suplex back into the ring? Is he going to suplex it back into the ring? No. Cena's stopping it. Cena's still stopping it. He's got that stopping power. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That I do not remember from that match. So, see, there's...
Yeah, I didn't remember that either, dude. That was wicked.
Damn. Jesus. Yeah, anytime people do, like, suplexes or sunset flip power bombs or anything outside, I always wince a little. And, yeah, this was just so sudden, like, damn. Even Colt Cabana did, like, a surrender cobra. No, my friend! Now Cena gonna pick up Punk slowly. Gets him back in the ring. Hook the leg to Cena. Deep cover. And Punk, though, still kicks out. Cena's just thinking, man, what do I got to do? Jesus. This CM Punk guy. Ain't no joke. Oh. Is he going to try again with that fisherman? He is.
Oh, man.
Oh, is it going to be 5-knuckle shuffle?
Yep.
No, elbow drop.
Oh, what? That was weird.
Yeah, the only reason I didn't think it would be 5-knuckle shuffle, but I mean, I still thought it was, but I'm like, that's weird that you wouldn't do you can't see me beforehand. You do that every match. Like, maybe he just had such a sense of urgency. He's like, no, I can't let him see it coming. Got to blindside his ass. Oh. Power slam.
Fire Thunder Driver? No.
Something. Oh, no. Oh, no, AA. No, again.
No, he really wants that Fire Thunder Driver, man.
Oh,
Emerald Flosion, okay.
And Punk kicks out.
Wow.
Hey, remember, I mean, according to Vince, Cena's job was at stake. So he's like, no, I got to do new shit now. I got to make sure I keep my job by any means necessary.
Yeah, that's so true.
Probably looking up moves. What the fuck's an Emerald Flosion?
Yeah. But, he's just watching Marufuji tapes.
Oh, you can chop that hard? Oh, body
I mean,
shot.
he can. I can't.
But hey, at least Marufuji can't see me. Oh, no, nice thigh kick there.
I mean, the funny thing, too, is that Marufuji doesn't even chop hard. His chops are just so fast that it's like they freaking cut.
Yeah. I'll see no reverse Irish whip. I thought it was going to be a kitchen sink there. Abdominal stretch.
Wow.
That's like a low abdominal stretch, too. Like, damn. Now he's got
Look how flexible Punk is. I don't know if he needs to be, if he means to be that flexible or not, but he's very flexible right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cena just stretching Punk out here. Telling you, man, Cena's just employing everything. It's like, no, I got to keep my...
Dude, how hilarious would it have been, though, if he transitioned into an octopus from this?
I know, right? Oh, nice right to the eyes there by Punk.
Oh, hip toss. That was almost like a judo throw, honestly.
Yeah, double whole clothesline there. Both guys down. Okay, now that they're both recovering, let me see if we got any more comments here. Draven asking us, I already kind of answered this with the Raw match. I didn't know if you agreed, though, Ashton, so I'll field this one over to you. Draven G asked, of all the Cena Punk matches, would you guys say this is the best one?
Yeah, I mean, you know what, from like a historical perspective and like what had the most moments and shit, it would be this. But from an actual in-ring match perspective, it was the Raw match. Yeah,
I was even going to qualify, like, from a story perspective, definitely this.
Yeah.
Because nothing matched the hype in the
Blue Thunder. No, he landed, well, didn't really land on his feet, but he didn't get hit by the Blue Thunder bomb either.
Exactly. Oh, kick. Cena again, Irish whip, but Punk reverses.
I will say, though, CM Punk was a lot of fun, and he was always, like, amazing on the mic and stuff. But seeing how unathletic CM Punk is makes me appreciate Seth Rollins that much more.
Yeah.
Because, like, Punk Cena matches were always amazing, but Rollins Cena matches, now that's a different story.
Absolutely. Oh, kick to the head.
He's got your shit scouted, Cena. Get kneed in the butt.
Oh, Punk
time for a dive.
There you go. And I'm just high-fiving one of the fans. I thought he was going to reach down and, like, help me up. Oh, Punk's going to fight through the pain here. It's all about the WWE Championship. Here we see again. He was so fired up. There's the tope suicida there to Cena. Punk breaks the count. He's going to try and get Cena back in there. Now what's Punk thinking? I think he's going to do that springboard kind of clothesline he does. Unless he gets caught. No. Oh, well, no,
he didn't get caught. He just landed flat on his face.
Yeah, eat that canvas, Punk. Goddamn.
Jeez.
Just kind of looking at him like, you serious? Oh, now he's going to try it.
You know, who would you say has been Cena's best rival over the years as far as match quality? Would you say Punk? Would you say Rollins? I personally think I would say AJ Styles, actually.
I think I would say AJ, too. Yeah, I think definitely AJ.
Attitude adjustment. Oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Feet.
Oh, yeah, barely. That's the unathleticism I was talking about.
Yeah, because I've seen Rollins and guys like Mundo land on their feet, and it is fucking
Cesaro even landed on his feet out of an AA once.
Yeah. If those
and
guys
Cesaro's like 6'5", 235.
If those guys ever had a feud, that's match quality that I would say, yeah, those guys, because their U.S. title matches were fucking insane.
Who? Cesaro and who?
Cena. Cesaro and Cena.
Oh, yeah.
Punk's just like, oh, come on, man. Just want to win this match.
Man, Punk's thinking real hard. He's trying to figure out what he's going to do next.
Maybe that Anaconda Vice. We got to remember that was Punk's submission finish. I know we're all focused on the GTS. Cena slides out again. Gut wrench. Nice gut wrench suplex. 2.
I love that Cena's pulling out all the stops in this. It's just another level of storytelling from him.
Absolutely. Well, he's got a lot of skin in this game, too. Like, goddamn, I need to keep the lights on. You know, I need to keep my waterfall swimming pool intact. What do you expect, Punk? Me get a normal swimming pool like everybody else? Oh, now measuring his man here.
Oh, man.
Punk. Is he going to get hit? No. Counter again. Knee. Oh, man, CM Punk.
Oh, another knee. Bulldog. Is it elbow drop time? I think it is elbow drop time.
I'll tell you, CM Punk throw those knees, I appreciate him, but you know what? It makes me appreciate Omega's V-triggers that much more. God, they're so fucking good. And now Punk. It's going to be a springboard.
Oh, he's going to springboard. Okay. There's the lariat you were talking about earlier, yeah.
Yeah, lateral press.
Only a 2 count, though. Yep, kick out.
Cena staying in this. Here we see again. Bam! Knee right to the face.
Damn, he connected on that, too. Shit, man.
And it's funny you were talking about Rollins, because Rollins probably thinking, when I did it, I broke his nose. You ain't shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And Punk just kind of sizing Cena up. Oh, there's a shoe kick.
Oh, shoe kicks.
Another one.
Yours aren't as good as Bryan's, Punk.
Third. Now, no, Cena ducked. Trips the leg.
Look at Cena take him down. STF.
God, to think that move all came about because it was a story of Bischoff trying to get Cena to lose the championship. So he puts him against the 2 submission guys at the time, Kurt Angle with the ankle lock and Chris Masters with the master lock. And it's like, oh, how is Cena going to retain? He doesn't have any submissions. And that's how the STF got started.
And suddenly John Cena was a submission expert.
It's like, you know, Benoit, Angle, Guerrero with the lasso from El Paso. They weren't shit. Me with this STF, though, greatest of all time.
Didn't Cena win a submission match against Benoit with the STF?
No, not the only submission match again that I remember Cena winning was that triple threat with Masters and Angle. And it was like he hit Masters' leg with like a steel chair over and over. Then he got him in the STF, and yeah, that's how he won. Oh, lateral press here by Punk. Cena kicks out.
Nope. Cena kicks out again. I think right around now is when Vince McMahon and old laryngitis start showing up and trying to bring up some shenanigans.
And, yeah, we're not too far from that point in this match, partner, for sure.
Any minute now.
Any minute now. Cena just trying to gather himself.
What is he doing? This feels so slow now.
Yeah, I don't know what Punk's thinking. Well, I guess they're just telling the story of fatigue, like they've been, dropping bombs on each other, and this is going to be the elbow drop. Or no, crossbody.
Oh, but Cena though, with that Cena strength. Get him up on your shoulders. Flip him over. Oh no, Punk. Punk's going for an AA or a GTS, I should say.
Oh, but Cena caught.
No, he got countered into the STF.
And he's got it again. He's got it again. Damn. These guys really had their best shots scouted. Oh, now Cena. But
he's going to pull him away. He's going to pull him away.
Punk's going to turn around. No, he's not.
Man, I used to really hate it when he would do that because I always felt like that was guaranteed to be the end of the match.
Right. You tap out.
Oh, don't tap out, Punk.
It's like, no, I need it. I bet you we were all screaming that at our TVs and or computer screens at the time. Like, do not fucking tap out.
Yeah.
Oh, Anaconda Vice.
That's right. I almost forgot that he even used that move, honestly.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it earlier. Let's not forget that this was his submission finish. Yeah, look at this guy. It's like, tap. Yeah, you wish Cena would tap out. Can't blame you, though, Chicago. It was an electric night. We believed in anything could be possible. Even Cena submitting. Punk just really cranking it on there. Oh, man. People talking about the Cena can't Rana, and, of course, Paulie Gregory has the Royal Flush with that. Oh, hey!
Oh, there's the AA, and he goes for the pin right away. That's going to be it. 2, and Punk finds a way.
Yeah, exactly how I reacted at first watching this. I'm like, oh, man, is that going to be it? But no, it kept going on, and, like, yeah, this match.
Oh, yes. This crowd is so hyped. They're so into this. I love it.
Oh, yeah, dude. Cena and Punk had this crowd in the palm of their goddamn hands. They're like, we can do anything. We got them. We got them.
Yep. Oh, God.
And Punk on his stomach, playing defense so that he doesn't really get so vulnerable for a pin.
Yep.
And Cena just thinking, well, did the STF twice. Got nothing. Hit 1 AA, 2 count.
Oh, he's going for his big leg drop that he was doing around this time.
Oh, man.
Until he botched it on the Rock and tore like 3 of his pecs or abs, or something like that.
Yeah.
You don't have 3 pecs, people. You have 2.
And Punk, powerbomb.
Powerbomb. Nope.
Kick out.
Cena's such a freaking robot, I swear. I love that he just expressionless with his eyes closed, uses his left hand to push Punk away and pushes his right arm forward to get his shoulder off the mat. Like, just comes off as such a robot the way he did that.
Oh, Punk saying it's over. Go to sleep time. Oh, man, he's stalking Cena now. He's feeling it. He wants that GTS. And Punk. Oh, man, he's definitely hurting, though.
Yeah, that limp, though. Oh, GTS.
Oh, no, Cena going to the ropes. Hot shotting him over the rope.
Oh, wow. And he just walks up the steps casually. I'm telling you, man, Cena's a robot.
It's like, all right, I've mapped everything out. This has a 100% chance of
leg
working.
Drop. And nailed it. Wow. Oh, man.
And
there's the kick out.
There's that Van clapping like, that's right. You stay in this game, fam. You got this.
Yeah.
And Cena kind of smiling like, probably wondering how I got into this situation. Well, oh, man. Yeah, I would have to think at this point, Vince and Lauren, I just come out like, all right, Cena, damn it. You don't know how to beat CM Punk, so we're going to help you. But Vince, I'm the good guy. I don't need your help. Nobody says no to me. Oh, stalking Punk again. Could be a second AA here. Yeah, Cena's got that serious face like, boy, I will end you. I will run through you. Could he get this second AA? Man, Punk, look, he's just grimacing in his face. And is he gonna? He got it.
Oh, he hit it.
Got it.
And he kicks out. Look at the crowd explode. Yes.
Now look at
oh, he's getting up in the ref's face. What's the name of that ref again? I forget.
Scott Armstrong.
Scott, thank you. Scott Armstrong. He was the crooked ref that Triple H paid off, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, my God.
And again, when this first happened, I thought when Cena got like all of that AA, I'm like, okay, that's it. And the whole building's going to deflate. When Punk kicked out, I think we all lost our shit. Like,
yep.
We still got something left.
Yeah, buddy.
And this is when Cena was thinking about the Avalanche AA because it wasn't nerfed at this time. Oh, and now Punk.
Oh, he's going for the Super AA. The only person to ever kick out of this move to this day is AJ Styles.
Well, you forget that Kevin Owens also kicked out of it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he kicked out of it, but then he immediately lost to the STF. So I just forget about that.
Right. But yeah, when AJ kicked out of it, I mean, Cena just looked at him for 5 minutes and then lost the match.
Yep, he went on to win. That's the big one right there.
Oh, and Punk just like, no.
Oh, Punk copying Daniel Bryan with the MMA elbows.
Hey, it worked for him, so why the hell not?
He took so much from Bryan. And really, it's not that he took it from Bryan. It's that he and Bryan both had the same source for their material, and that was just Japan.
Exactly, yeah.
They just took stuff from the same place.
Oh, Punk just slid the knee pad down. Could be thinking his shining wizard.
That's how you know he's getting serious. Oh, but he's still limping.
He is.
Now it's time for the... Oh, but he's got the wrong knee pad down. What the hell? Oh, and he knocked him out of the ring. Oh, the drama, John. The drama.
I know, right?
You can't win the title on a count out, dude.
And Punk knows he looks like he's about to cry. Like, why does everything I touch turn to crap? I just want this one thing.
Well, this one thing, and then to ruin everyone's lives by leaving with this one thing that they need.
Exactly. I just want to ruin a few livelihoods. That doesn't make me a bad guy.
Except it does.
And now Punk picking up the dead weight of Cena. It's got Cena back in there. I'm sure when Vince saw Punk hit the GTS, he about had a fucking stroke. And yeah,
Where's
he did, 'cause
Vince?
he's out here. and you see his face like, I will not have this happen, damn it.
Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis.
Oh, they're looking on. They're studying the situation.
That is one son of a bitch that I do not miss having on television.
Yeah, really. People power. Shut the fuck up.
Everybody loves people power.
And now, oh, Cena again.
Oh, there's the STF.
And again, he got caught in it. And now Vince wants to ring the
Vince
bell.
is trying to get the bell to ring. He's trying to do a Chicago screw job. Oh, but Cena just clocked the shit out of Laurinaitis.
His face.
Oh, that's great. And of course, though, you've got to think back. Like, of course, Punk couldn't just win this match clean. We had to have Cena with the superhero moment where he literally goes out of his way to prevent himself from winning in a dirty way.
And Punk, there was the GTS. That's going to do it.
1,
folks.
2, 3. Oh, my God.
And Vince's face. That's the same face I hope he makes when he wakes up and realizes he's lost all of his wealth. Vince, we're poor now. Oh,
Vince's face. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, man. And then everybody went ape shit. Oh, what am I going to do now?
I seriously want the Vince McMahon reaction to this with Sound of Silence playing over it.
Yeah. Vince is like, this is such a strange feeling for me. Losing.
I'm a billionaire. I get whatever I want whenever I want it, damn it.
Oh
And then McMahon ran for Senate, and he's not a billionaire anymore. Good job, Vince.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're actually supportive within your marriage, you mark.
Even through the darkest days. Such a good theme song.
Absolutely. And it was really apropos for this event, too. Because you could say, like, he had some of his darkest days in this company, and yet he never gave up, and then he took their prize from him. And
what are you doing going after them?
Well, no, because now he's calling for Alberto to get out here.
Send out Del Rio, damn it!
Give me that. Give me that. What's his name?
Get Alberto out here. Come on.
Yeah, oh yeah, this crowd just chanting CM Punk, you can't silence us. Now Vince just gesturing for Del Rio, and there he is.
And he just gets cold clocked too. Yes, immediately out. And I love that, like, it happened so fast, Del Rio couldn't even sell it properly.
Yeah, really. And then Vince's face, womp, 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 womp.
Like, you got hit on the head from the side, and you took a back bump, dude. Like, what's wrong with you? And the blow and the kiss, that's the iconic moment right there.
And then it's like, no, it doesn't have to be like this. I'm sorry.
Come back, damn it!
My title, my company, my legacy,
my world.
And Punk celebrating with the throngs of fans. What a fucking image this was the first time we all saw this.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's nuts.
I don't know if you saw Mark Schoeneman in the crowd, but he was the guy who was wearing a red shirt right on the balcony above Punk where he was leaving the building.
No, I did not see that. But that's really
shirt and
cool.
Immediately thought it was a Cena shirt, but apparently it was just a different kind of red shirt. I just, when I see that red color, when it's like that bright red, I think Cena. Oh, it was a Blackhawks shirt. Okay, there you go.
Nice.
Oh, you Mark, that's so cool. All right, guys. Well, holy crap, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this. Thanks again to Mark Schoeneman for the request. That was awesome. And yeah, everybody's coming in now. Like Ben Jr.'s like, oh, if you guys reacted on the Cena Punk match, yeah, we just got done that, bro. It's over. Show ended. Again,
we've been on here for almost 3 hours. Where were you? You were the first comment in chat. How did you just disappear?
But yeah, Ashton, I guess I'll let you take us home, bud.
All right, guys. Well, that was the 12th edition of TWitWoW Request Live. If you're interested in making a request and having us do a live reaction or a combination live reaction and review to a wrestling show of your choosing, donate to the Patreon. We have pricing points set there. If you want, like, for example, a 3-hour show like this one, it is either $10 per hour for a live reaction or $15 per hour for a live reaction review combo. So for 3 hours, it would be $30 for live reactions, $45 for live reaction review combo. Jackie, she's not in chat right now, but she did donate to the Patreon. We will be doing a combination live reaction review to a women's wrestling show from, I believe, like the Beyond Wrestling kind of tree, like that umbrella of wrestling promotions. I don't know what the exact name of it is. I think it's literally just called Women's Revolution, the name of the show. It's like an hour and 45 minutes, and she definitely, I checked the math, and she donated for both a review and a live reaction, so she's getting both on probably the same video. I'm not even sure about that. We might figure out whether it's going to be the same video or separate videos, but it'll probably be the same video, and that'll be next week. Or maybe the week, it might be in 2 weeks, because I know next Thursday we're going to be doing preview predictions for what is it, Battleground, John?
Yeah, it'll be Battleground.
Yeah, so it'll probably be the following week. We we are technically willing to do live reactions to a CZW show, but we have specifically in the description that deathmatch style wrestling will cost you double. So if it's a more recent CZW show and there are no death matches on or anything like that, we will definitely do it. But if it's an older CZW match and we've got like barbed wire and light tubes and ultra violent shit like that, it's going to be double the cost. That's just kind of our way of deterring the fans from requesting CZW shows, just kind of in general, because we're not a big fan of that style of wrestling. So, honestly, though, even if you don't want to donate all in one big chunk to get us to live react to or do the live reaction review combo to a video, if you just donate $3 a month, you can get access to the official TWitWoW patron Discord, and those $3 every month will add up, and it will kind of accumulate over time. So if you want to kind of play the long game, you can let that add up, and then say you want live reactions to like a 2-hour show, you can just donate the $3 a month over 7 months, or $4 a month over 5 months, or whatever, so that it adds up to $20, and make that request once that money has all kind of accumulated up in your quote-unquote TWitWoW account. So that's kind of how the rules on the accumulation of donations goes. And of course, the patron Discord is kind of a big feature that we've been plugging lately, because that is where John and I kind of live react in a way to other wrestling shows that we don't make videos for, like Monday Night Raw, for example. And we were kind of live reacting in the Discord to the New Japan G1 US special. So lots of fun, different discussions go on in there. Just recently, we were having a discussion about the Mae Young Classic competitors, because today the official list was announced, and it even included a 33rd woman who is an alternate in case anybody gets injured or can't make it. And that we're going to kind of just be, talking about that in the Discord. I don't remember, did we make a preview predictions video for the CWC? Because if we did, we're going to make one for the MWC too, or NYC.
I don't remember us making one for the CWC though.
I don't either. So yeah, we're probably just gonna stick to Discord until the shows actually happen. We will be live reacting to the Mae Young Classic, so you guys don't have to miss out on that. But yeah, hopefully you all are interested and join the Discord. I think anybody who's currently in the Discord will attest that it is worth the $3 a month. And that's about it for this show. So Money in the Bank 2011, lots of fun. Mostly nostalgia, which, I think that's probably what Mark was paying for, was just the nostalgia trip, and it was a lot of fun. And now we have this show on our records, too, because we never did get to live react to this, because it happened before TWitWoW existed. Even though it was very recent, it still was before TWitWoW. So thank you very much to Mark Schoeneman for the $30 donation to make this live reaction happen. Of course, remember to support us on Patreon if you're interested. If you would rather have a physical return for your money but still want to support us, you can check out our Teespring store. Buy a t-shirt, buy a mug, buy a sticker. You have options. And, of course, follow us both on Twitter, like the Facebook page. Like this video if you haven't already. And I guess we'll see you guys on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, because we don't have anything else planned for the week. Do we, John?
No, I don't think we do, dude. I think that's it for the week.
Well, then we won't see you on we will see you on Tuesday, but that's not the next time we'll see you. We'll see you on Monday for day 1 of G1 Climax, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, it started, guys. 3rd year in a row, TWitWoW coverage of G1 Climax.
That's right.
Epic.
That's right. It's here. It's here. It's going to be so good. And hey, we'll be covering every block match that happens. We're not going to be covering the tag matches again this year, because last year we finally got it out of our system. We were finally able to say that we covered a G1 Climax from pillar to post. And even though we had a hiccup, we made up for it. So no shit's given there. We are going to be covering every block match this year, though. So it's going to be probably like a 2.5 hour affair on every G1 episode. I believe Monday we're getting Tetsuya Naito versus Kota Ibushi, and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Tanahashi. It's going to be great. And we will see you guys on Monday. And, of course, remember, stay tuned.